What's up, Bandidos? Tux has your back, covering the Division 2 daily to help you milk every bit out of what this game has to offer. And today, we're in the lab and we're gonna discover the best sniper and the best build to give you the max power at maximum range in the Division 2. Let's go.
Accept it, Division. This is a war you can't win.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
Division 2, and you're live with Tux. What's going on, Bandidos? We are going to be digging into some sniper builds today, but we're on a special quest, and today's quest is to discover the best sniper to achieve the maximum power at the maximum range, and I don't think it's going to be the sniper that you would expect it to be. So I'm really excited to jump into this build, but before we do, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to me if you haven't already done that. And also for all of you that are in the Players Club, I am working on right now the next classified build that I am hoping will drop tomorrow. That is the plan, so look out for that one. So make sure that you're taking advantage of the last classified build, which is Savage, the best Wolverine build, or Savage Wolverine build in the Division 2. The link to that is in the description area below. Also, if you're a hardcore Bandito, your music playlist is on its way also, and the plan is to drop that on Thursday if everything goes as planned. And so far, so good. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about classified builds, which are secret builds, and these are extra builds I make as a thank you for supporting me and the entire Division 2 community. So if you want to tap into these secret classified builds, all you got to do is click that join link that is pinned at the top of the chat feed. That's also in the description area and in the comments section if you're catching this on the replay. So if you guys are ready to talk about builds, so am I. Let's get into it. Okay, so I am running well, I guess a sniper build, right? As you can expect. Now, this is my go-to sniper build. We're gonna test it a little bit in the range, but I do gotta say that the range is limited for what we're trying to achieve today. And so the range, unfortunately, has a limit of 50 meters in here, and you're actually only shooting at 49 when you're against the barrier. So, as you can see, we only got 50 meters here, so that sucks, but we're gonna take it. So first, we're just gonna get some base numbers here real quick on the build itself, just to show you why I choose this one, okay? And then from here, we're gonna have to take this out into the field, and then we're gonna scroll through a bunch of different sniper builds, and I'm gonna show you the one that is the best for range. So, anyways, so let's take a look at the build while I'm charging up. So as you can see, I'm running the sniper build, and I'm running optimal range in order to get optimal range on the sniper, okay? And not damage to targets out of cover. We're looking for optimal range here. And then I got a Ranger, which is giving us amplified damage, weapon damage by 2% for every 5 meters you are away from your target. So right now, that's giving us, what, 20%? Is that right? Basically, because we're 50 meters from our target, 2% times 10. So the unfortunate part is we're actually, if you go scope in, we're actually 49. You see that? So that's also what's cool about the Ranger talent, is it gives you your scope value. So as you can see, we're at 49 meters. So in order to actually achieve 50 meters, we have to step back one. And I just noticed something. I'm sorry. Let me change my backpack talent. I noticed I still have gunner on here, and that's not right. So you want to run sharpshooter for that additional headshot damage and the breathe control. So let's make sure we got snipers activated on this. Let me just go through this crap. Sharpshooter. Okay, so we got sniper, and we got rifles, and we got pistols. Let's respect the rifle. We don't need a rifle. And then we'll put on assault rifles. There we go. So sniper and assault rifles. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, breathe control is really important. You also get more headshot damage by running that, and it also helps with ammo, which could you generate ammo when you're in cover, and that's helpful if you want to run directives, which I suppose we will. Okay, so let me get back over here to Invulnerable Elite, and then let's push this to 50. Sorry about this. Try to be as efficient as I can, guys, when we get in here. Okay, back to the build. Okay, so just so you know, I got a bunch of snipers in here, as you can see, right? And I still got more to bring over, actually. So a bunch of snipers in here. And so we're gonna talk about which one's the best, but there are actually a couple of options. So you do have choices when you're playing at range. And this ranger talent, okay, again, is gonna give you amplified damage. So 20% amplified damage from your weapon is a lot. It really is a lot. Now, I'm gonna run the 45% headshot damage scope because you can, but also because we're playing so deep. Why won't it let me equip that? Why won't it let me equip that? Didn't I activate the... What's going on? What's going on? Equip. Why? It's saying it's not active. You see that? That's not right. That's a bug. See, I got the sniper active. Let's get out of here. Maybe we have to do it out here. That's weird. Look, it's not giving it to me. Let me see if it'll let me do it on my other one. It's not. It's saying that it's not activated. Am I crazy, or did I not just activate the sniper specialization? What's going on? What's going on? Maybe I don't have it. Oh, I see. I accidentally. Okay, that's annoying. I don't know why. Should I be able to respect this element? I don't remember those being tied together all the time. Do you guys? Like, I thought that was, you'd be able to have the scope. That's annoying. That's annoying. I don't remember that. I remember you'd be able to not have the rifle, right? And still be able to get your digital aiming device. So like you could have assault rifles or whatever, but that's annoying. All right, whatever. So let's put on our, that's weird. I swear I haven't had to have that rifle talent thing. Our digital scopes. Okay, so we're gonna put on these digital scopes for 45% headshot damage, and back to the range. Shooter Doc, good man. I'm all amped up on my caffeine. Let's see who else is joining us. Oopski's in the house. Wayne, Sick Jim. Good to see you, Sick. And we got Biko in the house. What up, Biko? Who's first today? Was that you, Sicky? I think it might have been. Biko was up there, though. He almost had you. Yeah, let's see who else is joining us. THC Rizzle in the house. And Magreek. Good to see you, Magreek. Haven't seen you in a few days. Last week I've been popping a lot of videos, so I wasn't streaming a lot last week. But we're back on track with the streams. Tony7's in the house, along with Wayne187. What up, boys? What up, boys? Armand Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz's brother's in the house. What's going on, brother? So, okay. Sorry about the havoc here. Okay, so, there we go. So this is what's important about all of these setups are going to sort of be the same when it comes to the snipers, because again, we're at optimal range. So as you can see, the attribute is optimal range. Okay. And then where I can, I also put optimal range on it. Now that's going to help us decide on which sniper is the best one. Okay. So there's more factors than to just power. All right. So the factors are what mods that we can put on these weapons and how well they handle. But look at the damage drop off in this thing. So as you can see on that damage drop off, we got a really straight line, basically all the way to the end. And so the farthest distance you can achieve is 100 meters. From what I can tell, you cannot land a shot longer than 100 meters. Okay, and so I've been testing into open world a lot. And the cool thing is, like I was trying to tell you here with the scope, is that when you run Ranger, when you mark your target with your scope, you can see the distance indicator in the bottom left. Now, the other reason why we want this 45% digital scope is because it's got a zoom. You can zoom in to 16% there, 16 times. And so, not 16%, 16 times, sorry. And so it's actually really smooth. It's better, the accuracy, the sway on the rifle, you see that sway? It's a lot easier to control than the Nemesis. So this scope is really ideal. Now it's gonna change per weapon, you know what I mean? So, but really ideal. It's really easy to manage this super zoomed in scope, and you're gonna be using it because we're gonna be playing really deep. We're gonna be playing at twice this distance, right? And so you can still play in this mode, no problem, no problems. But that digital scope will help us out a lot, okay? So anyways, so as you can see, on some of these, they're all going to be different, each one of these. But as you can see on the mag here, we're allowed to put 20% optimal range there. And I do find that helpful. A lot better than just putting on more rounds. I do. And the reason why is because on snipers, you're not like machine gunning this bad boy. You know what I mean? You're not rapid firing this thing. So 5 rounds is plenty. I'm constantly reloading anyways. I'm telling you, I on these snipers, and I use it as a pacer. So that's just kind of like my habit, and I like that habit for snipers. But I shoot and then I reload. I shoot and then I reload. Almost like that, you know, every time. And that's because it's a pacer. It helps me not rush my shots. So anyways, my point is 5 rounds in the mag is plenty. If you guys like any of the snipers, like the White Death, then you're used to a small mag anyways, you know. So you don't need a bigger mag on this. It's a luxury that you most likely aren't even going to use because you're probably going to chronic reload like me anyways. And so you're playing from cover, so you have no problem reloading. And then I got the vent break at giving me another 10%. So as you can see, I got 30% optimal range plus another 24% optimal range as an attribute. And so that's basically, I mean, that's really good. That's really good. So, and then all of these we're going to be playing with Ranger because, of course, amplified damage on your weapon is as good as it gets. There's very few weapons that talents that actually do that. Basically, the Lady Death in this. Am I right? Is there another amplified damage talent out there? So, really cool. So we're taking advantage of that. Okay. Now that's the weapon setups, and again, each weapon we'll have to review because they're all a little bit different. Notice that I don't have optimal range here on this one, but I do have it there. So this one's got less optimal range, as you can see. So every sniper's gonna be a little bit different. So we'll have to review those case by case. Okay, now for the build, I run 3-piece aces, and I'm gonna show you why. But as you can see, the first 2 pieces give you 15% weapon damage, and we got another 30% headshot damage. And basically I put headshot damage on everything and then weapon handling when I can. So Araldi Holdings backpack, and I run it with vigilance, and I got headshot damage and weapon handling. And then we got the Aces gloves. That's our second piece right there. And then Aces holster. Here's our third piece. Right. And then for the chest, I'm running Providence. Now you can't, this for me, and I might even be able to have time here to demonstrate it, but this gives me more damage output, this combination. You can run either Providence and Araldi or 2 pieces of Araldi, but it actually gives you better, more damage than Chain Killer. So if you look at Chain Killer, it's only gonna give you 5% weapon damage, right? Where Araldi gives you, was it Araldi 10%? Is that right? Yeah, Araldi gives you 10%. So, and then Providence gives you 15% headshot damage, which is a multiplier. So, and as you can see, when you run Perfect Headhunter, the only thing that Perfect Headhunter does is help you ramp up a little bit faster. You see that? So each weapon hit deals an additional 150% of that killing blow, but all of them max out to 1,250%. So, you know, whether you're running Perfect or not. So that's what I'm more interested in. I'm not so interested in that 25% per blow. I'm interested in that maximum there. But I'll show you what that means in the end. Because at the end, you know, everything is gravy. You're killing everything with one shot. Maybe that first kill, that first shot out doesn't. But that Chain Killer chest isn't going to help you with that first shot out, right? The only gun that will help you with that first shot out is basically the Nemesis. So from there, you're looking really at max damage output total. So it's either good. Those are 2 things you want to look at with your sniper builds: either your first shot or your max damage total. Everything in between is not going to matter because everybody's going to die with 1 shot anyways. And if the only guys that don't die with 1 shot are either bosses or those guys with really tanky helmets, and all of those are going to be 2 shots. So even a Chunga is a 2-shot guy, right? You got to break his helmet and then shoot his head. So anyway, so that's the reason why most of us run Providence Araldi or 2 pieces Araldi instead of the Chain Killer on a true sniper build. Now, if I was running a rifle build, or if I was running a pistol build, then I would go with the Chain Killer chest piece instead. So you know, that's my logic there. And then for the knee pads, it's Sawyer's. Now here's your option. Now I have found when testing in the past that Sawyer's gives me about 2 million more extra. So we'll show you that. And otherwise, you can run the aces if you want to. Now, the good thing about aces, you're a little bit more flexible, right? You can move a lot more, but I'm pretty much planted anyway. So, so let me show you the damages here real quick, and then we'll move on to the heart of the subject here. Okay, so I guess I got a named target here. That's fine. So let's zoom in here. So we're showing you Sawyer's knee pad damage, max damage. So I guess we're gonna have to get 3 kills. So this 6.491. Actually, you know what I should do? Let's make this go faster because we don't want this to be invulnerable. We need a kill. So let's just take it to elite, regular elite. Hey, you know what? It doesn't look like my game sound is coming in. Will you give me half a second to fix this real quick? It'll just be real quick. What? All right, there we are. We're back. Thanks for that, guys. What up, squad? Ultra Mega Man, CD Stanley, and Iron 5800. What up, boys? Sick Jim, we're gonna need to get you good at. And squad, what up, man? We're gonna need to get at these headshots, and I'm gonna get more into that. I think it's actually really important, especially we got that new SVD build coming in. Okay, so here we are back at testing the Sawyer's knee pads, really. So we're really testing Sawyer's knee pads against 4 pieces here. Okay, so that's the only thing we're testing. So let's get our first kill. Okay, so there's our first kill, and now our second kill. Now, if we could try to catch that damage, it goes so fast. So really, we want it to be a... Oh, fuck, I just missed. Let's get that first kill. Let's get these kills out of the way real quick. All right. 20-something million. Damn, that number goes so fast. Can you guys mind helping me? Can you guys help me track that number, please? It goes so fast for my eyes, so I could really use your help trying to track that number. And so really we want the gold number, okay, when it shows up, the crit. So that wasn't a crit. We're just trying to get that max. I think it's saying 29 million, but it's really hard to say. Now, if I was using the Nemesis, I would tell you that this is like, okay, that was 23 million. I saw that. So that might be what that number was. 23 million. 23 million. 23 million. Okay, I think that's it's not a crit. We need a crit because if we crit on the other version, then it's gonna skew it. 23.7. Or we could just go off for non-crits. That's fine too. Okay, let's just go off for non-crits. 23.7. All right. And then let's put on our aces, 4-piece aces. All right, so that's going to increase our headshot damage, right? But we just lost 30% weapon damage in exchange for the 4-piece talent. Now, you guys all, this set's been out forever, but for a kind, we get, basically you get amplified damage after this. So flip a card when landing shots with the marksman rifle. After 5 cards are flipped, the damage of your next shot is amplified by 30%. More shots are enhanced, the better the hand. So the rest from there is just like how many shots you get that amplified damage. So really, what we're talking about is 30% amp damage. So let's build this chest up. Okay, there we go. There's our 4 of a kind. Now we just gotta try to see that number. It goes so fast. 22. You see that? 22,197. So let's get our amp. Okay, so we've got the amp now. So let's see what it is. Oh, did anybody see that? That's a problem with testing in here. Oh, it's so fast. 22 point something on crit. All right, so let's keep going because let's try to get it one more time because we want to see. So Sawyer's knee pads are greater. There's 22 million. Trying to get the aces to peak there. There it is. Okay, next shot. Anybody see that? I think it was 22 million something again. Yep, 22 again. So yeah, Boom Slang, did you catch which one that was? I think it was 25 million on the... Okay, so that's 22 right there. Let's track this. So I think that was 22 million. That's what I'm seeing on my side. I wish we had that like the PC players do, where they got that little meter on the side. I would love life a lot more if we had that. Okay, here's the shot. 22 million. That's what I saw there. So I think the 4-piece aces is capping out 22 right there on a crit. So 22 something with the aces. And so Sawyer's is bringing us over 23 million with this particular rifle. So Sawyer's is stronger. Of course, Sawyer's you have to stand still, right? So, and the reason why I think this is where it gets really complicated, because I think this is what confuses, and it's even confusing to me. But people go, well, how can 30% weapon damage, right, from Sawyer's be less than 30% amplified damage? You know, how is that the case? Now the reason why, I hope I don't screw this explanation up too much, because it's kind of complicated, but the amplified damage that's coming off of Dead Man's hand is actually on the shot itself, where the weapon damage that is being affected here is total weapon damage. So that's increasing the headhunter's total 1,250%. So on a per shot basis, you can get higher from 4 pieces of aces, if you weren't running Headhunter, for example. But with Headhunter and Sawyer's knee pads combo, the Sawyer's knee pads are going to outpace aces, because Sawyer's knee pads affects the final Headhunter talent, not just the shots leading up to it. So that's the best way I can explain it. Okay. So that aside, either way, it's a small difference. You know what I mean? Like when I'm running the Nemesis, 4-piece aces gives me 58 million, and the Sawyer's gives me 60 million. So you're talking about 2 million difference. It's not the end of the world. Go with whatever you want. Okay. So this is the variant we're going to try first. Okay. And so this is the custom M44. Now, notice that all of these are they're on different versions of damage attributes, right? Like this one's crappy, and this one's actually, I'm not even going to use this one. But basically they all, we want, if it doesn't reach 100 meters, it's not even going to be tested. I'm not even going to test it. Okay. So, let's bring in some more. Actually, we got a couple of more that are important to talk about. So we got the Mantis. We need the Model 700. We don't really need to bring the Pinprick, because we got another version in there. The SR1s, and then some of these I already have. That's why I'm not bringing them. But let's see here. Let me dump some more weapons over that aren't. That guy. Keep that one. There was one more, I think. These starred ones. Let's see, that one or that one. There we go. Okay, so the hunting M44 is also a really good one, because you can see it reaches 100 meters. The Mantis also reaches 100 meters, but it starts dropping off, which is the orange line, really early. You see that? It starts dropping off really early, but it does achieve 100 meters. So if your target is 100 meters out, you actually land that shot. Now the Nemesis is a big surprise, guys. It doesn't even reach 100 meters. It has a hard drop off at about, 80 meters? Maybe 75 meters? So it doesn't even make the list. You can't even reach 100 meters with that. So the Nemesis is the gold line there, right? So the Nemesis, and it's important to matter. So the decisions that we're going to be making, okay, so is between the snipers is see how this one hits at 1 million, right? And this one hits at 900,000 basically. Now remember, it's not max rolled, this one, and this one is max rolled. So the custom M44 has a better range, as you can see, right? So the M44 is the gold line, and the hunting M44 is the white line. But the hunting M44 is stronger, so you can't say, well, I'm going to have a damage drop off, but it still reaches 100 million. So I'll lose 20% damage, right? By the time my bullet lands at 100 meters. But I'm okay with that because it's basically going to net out to the same as what the custom M44 is going to hit at full damage, give or take, right? But the benefit of running the hunting M44 at 1 million is that at like 80 meters, you're going to hit at that full million. And on this one, at 80 meters, you're only going to hit at 900,000. Now, that's base. That's before the Ranger talent, of course, right? So these are decisions you can make. So even though the custom M44 is the very best for range, it's the one that gets all of the way there, okay? You can still run the hunting M44 with that in mind. I'm losing damage, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna hit really close to the custom M44 because my base damage is 100,000 higher, right? And then you got Ranger on there, and then you got crit, you know, with all that being the same. But my point is, you have to be able to reach 100 meters in the first place. The Mantis does there. The Mantis does that, so the Mantis is an option. You can run the Mantis. You're just gonna have a big damage drop off. It starts really early, as you can see. The Nemesis doesn't even reach it, so the Nemesis will not be on our list. The Nemesis is not going to be on a Ranger list. We need to hit at 100 meters, 99 meters at least, right? Now the M700 Carbon is not gonna, it's not gonna be at the top, so I'm not gonna actually test this one. So it's doesn't. So as you can see, the mods. I have the mods all out here. So it's got the 20% optimal range there, and then 10% optimal range there. And then if we put, actually, let me go ahead and roll that optimal range on the talent. But when we roll the optimal range on talent, it will bring up the optimal range. But then we got some other issues, and I'll show you that in a second. Marksman rifles, custom, nope. I want to go to this M700. I've been collecting these for the last couple of weeks, and I wish I had all of these at God World, but unfortunately not. So there we go. So as you can see, like, what am I comparing it to? The hunting. Let's go back here. Okay. So in a comparison view here, right? So it still drops off too early. So the M700 Carbon is on the left. Still drops off too early compared to the other two, right? So, and the problem is that it also has worse stability, and that's what the mod's already on it, right? It's already got a mod on there. So, yeah, you know, I don't know what to tell you. So it's also got worse accuracy too. So I have the mod set to accuracy. So I wouldn't use this one. So, you know, and the damage is lowered. Well, it's not God rolled, but so there's that. Okay, so then now we got the M700 Tactical. This one's basically the same thing as the Carbon. So it's not gonna be in the test as well, but I kept it so you guys could see the differences here on why these are making it. And so they also have less ideal reload situations, 2.8 seconds. But it's mostly the handling, and then again, the optimal range doesn't get as good as the other ones. Now we have the Model 700. This is the base one. Now, there's the Ecom's long stick that does give you perfect Ranger. So there's that, you know. Let me see here. If we put on, let's go ahead and mark this up so you can see the actual comparison. But it doesn't have very many mods. So, and you see that? So we can pump up the weapon damage. And then we got the optimal range already there. And so if we recal this one, so you can see the range on it. There we go. There we go. We're going to take this damage to armor to optimal range. So I'm showing you this because the Ecom's long stick might be interesting to you because it's got perfect Ranger on it. So there you go. There it is, fully optimized. So it's got the what is that, 34% optimal range, and it's still got that pretty steep slope there. So, and then look at the handling compared to the custom M44. So custom M44 is at the top of my list, but there's a couple of others that are really good that I will also be recommending. Now, here's the First Blood. This is the Pinprick. Now, this is the same as the Mantis. It's the same variant. So, really not a good long range. It does achieve 100 meters, but your damage drops off quite a bit. So it would not be the Ranger's choice. The SOCOM MK20 SSR is really interesting. Look at that. Look at that range on it. That's really good. So I've been collecting a bunch of these, but it's not going to be on the list because it's a different style. This is more of an SVD, right? So we're going to create another one. Okay, another build series. It's going to be about the Rangers. It's going to be a Rangers MMR build, but it's going to be more like an SVD style at optimal range. And so that's what we're going to use this MK20. So we got to check to see how that stands against the SVD, but that's pretty darn good. Look at that range, and that might be the difference between this this SOCOM MK20 and the SVD. Might be the optimal range. But the handling's really good on it. It's got a nice mag. We did test this against the SVD as far as handling went, and it was really close. And the SVD just felt a little bit better to me, and so that's why I went with it. All by feeling even, but on paper, the SOCOM looks better. The SOCOM looks better on paper. Okay, this one is also really interesting. This is the SR1, and it also handles really well. Okay, so this one is on the top of our list too. So I got lucky shot on this one. So this one's doesn't have what do you call Ranger? But look at that optimal range. Now this one I put on the optimal range scope, so you can do that on all of these. The problem with the ACOG scope, okay, is that it's only 4x, and the point is that we're gonna be playing really deep. So I'm gonna show you that you can play with that, but you're better off with the 45% headshot damage. You need that digital scope. You need to be able to see at ranges too. So the optimal range scope isn't really ideal because you're gonna be playing at 100 meters. Get it? Get it? So we got the optimal range maxed out on this, right? And so scope aside, but I will be showing you that scope later. So as you can see how it stands up, it's a perfect match. Now the only difference is the handling. It's got a little less stability on it, but otherwise that's the second option when it comes to the very tippity top optimal range. It's going to be the SR1. So custom M44 and the SR1 are a match when it comes to optimal range. Now everything else is just slightly below that. So here's the SRS A1. It's kind of one of these middle of the road snipers, and so it's sort of not great at anything. So here's one with optimal range and Ranger, as you can see, and it just doesn't quite get there. It's not horrible, but it doesn't quite get there, but it's mostly about the handling. Again, look at the stability and the accuracy compared to that. So you're right, you need to be able to track your target at 100 meters. What I mean is, as your target is running across the screen, you need to be able to pick him off in the head as he's running across your screen at 100 meters. And so every bit of accuracy and stability is going to make a difference. And this custom M44 can do just what I said, and its stability and accuracy numbers really help that happen. Now, the White Death is up there. Yes, that's right. And I know many of you guys love the White Death, so congratulations, it's an option. So look at that. So it does have a damage drop-off that starts sooner, as you can see, right? So it's basically gonna split the difference when it comes to loss of damage by about 20%. So you're gonna lose damage, but you have a higher base weapon damage as well as headshot damage. So it's sort of gonna net out to be the same in what the custom M44 is. Now I'm giving you rough head math here, so these are like statistical facts. I'm just kind of guesstimating, I would say, based on its total damage there and its optimal range number, okay? So it's really hard to get a stat on that, and then the reason why is because the testing range doesn't give us 100 meters, right? And the second reason is these aren't all like God-rolled MMRs, so it's really hard for me to test that in the field unless I were to spend a lot of money in the optimization station, and it's really expensive to do that. Really, really expensive. I would totally do that if it wasn't so damn expensive in there. But so you can use this one, and we will use this one. Now it just comes down to like the reload, and so with a 5-round mag, the 3.6 seconds, it can be a little bit painful, and so I think that's my only downside. The handling on the custom M44 is just a little bit better. So I am trying this. I love the White Death. I love it. You guys know me. I love the White Death. But the custom M44 just performs a little bit better. And so some of the other things you need to consider is that this doesn't have the optimal range. This only has so many mods, as you can see. And so here you can put that's got the 20% stability. Now, weapon damage would give it a little bit of an advantage, but then the stability drops, and we need that stability for range. And it's already hitting at 1 million, so I decided to go for 20% stability there. And also we got Ranger, and if you think about it, what is our math there? So if we do for what is it for every 5 meters? So for every 5 meters, so 100 divided by 5 is going to give us 20, and then we're going to give it 20 times 2%. So we're going to get 40% amplified damage when we're playing at Ranger's full potential, at these rifles full potential. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And so we're not worried. You don't need damage to targets out of cover. You don't need damage to armor. You know what I mean? You don't need a 5% more weapon damage. You know, we got 40% amp damage off our weapon. Is that undeniable or what? And so that's why Ranger and damage drop off matters, because we want to take Ranger all the way to 100. All right, so, and then the last one I want to mention is the Hunting M44. So I'm swinging all the way back to this. So the Hunting M44 is sort of the same deal as, do I have optimal range here? I don't. So I got weapon damage here. Yeah, okay, so I went with weapon damage and push it to 1,000,000. Okay, but we could also go stability, but it's got pretty good stability. And then I got the optimal range here. And so this is sort of I think my second option. So I guess in the order of what I like the custom M44, the hunting M44, in that order. And then I guess for third place, it's going to be a tie between the White Death and the SR1. The SR1 actually feels really good too. It's a really stable weapon. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a better SR1. Let's grab that, and then we're going to head out into the field. AG, what's going on? Anderson Santos, what up? Larry, what's going on? Eraldi included, right on. Concussion is another great talent. Right, I like Concussion too. Yeah, really good one. Really good one. Dubsta, Boomslang, California. Thanks for helping me there, Boomslang, with those numbers. Soul Killer in the house. Oh, yeah, thanks for that, Soul Killer. Yeah, hit that like, guys. Hit those likes. Appreciate that. Joaquin Chacon, I'm just not a big fan of the pinprick. I like the gun itself, the variant, which is the Covert SRS. The problem is that, yeah, look at the Paratrooper SVD. Let me bring that one over real quick, too. Let me bring a couple of these back in. It's just that the Perfect First Blood is not a good matchup for Headhunter, because it doesn't proc. So if you hit in the chest, it doesn't help you with Headhunter. That's sort of what it's all about here. So, but I do like this weapon. I like the way it plays. It's just that I don't use First Blood. I don't use that, you know. You're good without it. So, oh yeah, so let me equip this SVD real quick, because we were talking about that. So, the difference between the SOCOM and the Paratrooper SVD, okay, is the optimal range. That's what it comes down to. So the SOCOM MK has better handling stats and better range. So I think it's going to be worth doing a long range, high RPM Rangers MMR build. Also, we'll run that comparison, kind of build off of that. I think that's important because the MMRs are going to be, they're going to be players. They're going to be players. You know what I mean? So, and then let's bring over I think I have another SR1. Is this one better? Nah. See, this one's got damage to armor and then naked. So, I mean, I guess we could bring it over and then just change the name. Yeah, let me do that. Let me bring the SR1 and just put on, I'll take the naked out. I'll keep the optimal range where it is, and then I'll just go ahead and put on Ranger. So at least we can get a feel for it. It's a good weapon. It's a really good weapon. Has anybody used the SR1? It's good. It's good. It just gets outshined by like the White Death and stuff like that, but it actually plays better than those. Excuse me. Okay, where we at? Where we at in the map today? Ooh, we got LMGs in the house. We got knee pads. So really cool. So what's really cool about these setups is it's gonna change the way you play, and so you're gonna like your positioning. And so the idea, the goal, is to basically try to play as far back as possible without, you know, sort of being detected, right? And start picking them off, as many of them off as possible before they notice you're even there. So that's sort of what we're shooting for. Sorry, just making a little bit of space. Okay. All right, let's fast travel. Let's get some killing done. What do you guys say? Ooh, we need to reset control points. So I've been noticing, like, so as I was using this, like every control point, you know, my approach to it is completely different than how I normally do it. You know, I'll find some, you know, boulder hidden like as far out as possible. So I use my ranger scope to get my range on that target, on that most important target, my priority target. And I'll be like, okay. And then I track myself back to like around 97 meters, 98 meters away from that target, right? And then I start picking them off. Tons of fun. Tons of fun. Now, I am on the Xbox, and so I'm not a PC player, so you can do what I'm going to do. So let's go into that real quick, and then we'll start killing people. So my settings, I think, are important. So again, I'm on an Xbox controller, so I have a default controller. I have a little, one of those little sticky things here, but otherwise everything's default. You know, so no weird little whatever people do to cheat. So, and then we go into controls. So my camera sensitivity is 6. My aim sensitivity is 8, so it's a little slower than normal. My scope sensitivity modifier is 4, which is a little slower than normal. All right, and then everything else is set to defaults. Default. All right. Aim assist is set to on. Now, I've actually been meaning to test this, so I might do that this week, actually. We'll do it on a live stream. So I think aim assist works against you more than it helps you. So we're gonna test that. So also headshots, where I am. So on the leaderboard. So this is practice, okay? So I'm not sort of bragging, but I am. I'm bragging. I'm kind of proud of this. So without trying, I just realized that somebody asked me what it was in the live stream, and I was like, oh, where am I? So I'm 164 in the world for headshot kills. So, you know, that's pretty good. And so I you know, and that sort of just kind of happened without me even really trying, just because I like headshot builds, and so I use the headshot builds a lot, and so that's how that's happened. But now that I know I'm up there, I'm gonna try to get to the top. I mean, I don't necessarily. It's a big leap to get to number 1. But I think I can get to top. Let me see. How do I go back to this? Let me go back. It doesn't let me go all the way to the top. Come on. Do I got to completely get out? Yeah, I probably do. But I want to show you what like number 1 is. Like number 1 in headshots. It's crazy. So number 1 is 770,000 headshots, right? So, you know, it's gonna take some work, but I think I can get, you know, see, because I'm at 80,000, so, you know, I don't know, top 50, I guess, is probably my next goal. Let me see. Let's get to 100,000. Who's 100,000? Anytime. Still calculating. Anyways, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for that. So, but I'm gonna try to get to. So I'm at about 80,000 or something. I'm at 164. So I want to get to. If I get to 100,000, I think that will put me into top 50. So that's my next goal. So now that I know that, I'm gonna be trying. So like in between things, like when I'm hunting for gear and I'm not testing the build, how I'm gonna do that is just by running headshot builds to farm, basically, and which I really like doing because it's really efficient. It's really efficient to farm with this, and it's also great for XP because headshots give you XP. Chain killing with headshots gives you XP, and then what else? Oh, you can put on directives to get even more XP. So we'll do that too. We'll put on directives, but right now I just want to show you how these builds work and why one's better than the other. So notice where I'm going. So normally, I know you guys watch my channel. What's up, Lord Zyron? So you guys know, and so I'm at the No Hope Hotel, which is one of my favorites to farm. And I always run up there or play, if I'm a sniper, I usually play by those cars up there. So now I'm gonna play is really deep back here, and you'll see why. So I'm gonna mark my target up there. See that's 82 meters. 88 meters, and so I'm in range to snipe those guys. Now, my problem here right now is I got these fools running right at me, so I'm gonna have to take them out real quick. But see how they're not alerted up there at the top? Watch, let's alert them. See, took him out. Full range. Oh shit, I got the wrong skills on. My bad. I didn't change my skills for my earlier build. We might have to start this over. Real stable sniper. So this is a custom M44. Real stable. Love it. It's actually my new favorite. And I love my snipers, you guys know me. But having this extra range, here, let me put on my right skills. I might die while I do this, but I normally run the decoy, so you know that. So you know. So here's this guy up here, 83 meters, okay? Boom. So we got a big crowd at us right now, unfortunately. And I can't fucking see a thing. It's not helping either. This is a big fight. Let me get back in here real quick. See, you got a lot of safety, right? A lot of protection. Range is a protection, you know what I mean? So, even with what we're fighting, which is quite a bit, all we had to do is adjust our distance. This target is too far. See how there's no range? That means I'm beyond 100 meters. So, shots beyond 100 meters just won't land.
You can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Appreciate you, Ralph. Welcome to the Players Club, brother. Thanks for your support, man. Also, you guys should know, like Ralphie, if you just joined the Players Club, we do have a members-only channel on our Discord. You should take advantage of that. And if you want access to that member-exclusive content, the easiest place to go is right at my on my YouTube homepage. Right at the top is a members-only playlist. So if you're new to the channel, it's a good place to start. Oh, those damn grenades. So no armor and kill or anything like that. Probably have some room to add it if you want it though. This elite convoy is annoying. It'd be better demonstration without it because they're pressing in on me, and without that elite convoy we'd be able to take out that whole control point without really moving. That's my Deseros. If you guys haven't realized, I'm using a new pistol now, my new favorite pistol. It's a Deseros. It's amazing. See that? It's absolutely amazing little pistol. Amazing. Let's take out that medic. They're giving me a run for my money, aren't they? Let me get my sniping in. Get out of here, weirdos. We don't need you pushing in our business. Sniper builds are, I mean, they're pretty amazing though. You gotta admit, you gotta get good at these guys. I mean, look at this. The handling on this is really well. I mean, I could just acquire my target. Just a couple of clicks of the thumb. Smooth acquisition. You see that? I know a lot of people are like, every time I point the scope at, my scoped weapon at them, they all hide or jump or do a cartwheel. Yeah, but see, look at, I'm not rushing that shot. Like I'm waiting for my shot there, you know, and I missed it. But, you know, it takes a little patience. Okay, let's see. Can we come out yet and do our battle-y? See, we got one Joe Schmo over here. He's hiding. I don't have a shot on him. He's walking. We need to get this convoy out of the way so we can do our real demonstration here. Oh, missed that. Missed that too. Now I'm rushing. There we go. Okay, I think we're done with the convoy. Sorry about that. That was kind of annoying, but you know, that's the open world. Okay, back to the demonstration. All right, here we are. So, okay, Ranger gives you that meter, so that's what I'm using. And as you can see, now we got this nice scope that gives us that zoom. And even when I'm zoomed in, look how steady it is. Look how steady that zoom in is. Okay, so I can pick him off. You see that? Boom. And so that's a really steady weapon. You know what I mean? And so, like, look at this target, 75 meters. Like the Nemesis, 93 meters right there. Here's a 93 meter target. Let's take him. Boom. You see what I'm saying? The Nemesis can't do that. The Nemesis can't do that. And so that's my point. I love the Nemesis. It's a really great sniper, but it can't do that. So that's the uniqueness that this MMR is bringing to the table. It's super steady. Obviously, we can kill at short range. You've seen me do it. And this guy's at 75. Boom. Full power at 75. Now, the Nemesis has a drop off there. Now, the Nemesis is really strong, so it's got that going for it, obviously. But if the bullet doesn't even reach its target, then, you know, there's no point. Oh, those things are really annoying. Every time you get hit with a bullet, you lose aim accuracy, right? Because they bounce your character screen. So we can get out of the range of those things, though, which is a benefit of the sniper. Is just move. I mean, but it's pretty amazing. I mean, they're pretty amazing. The range on them, I gotta say. I mean, those turrets hit me. I mean, how far is that turret out? That one's 94 meters. That one is 89 meters, and they're tagging me. Oh, that's a human. 89 meters, though, and that human is tagging me with her assault rifle. Does that seem fair to you guys? Or what is it? Is that fair to you? Should she be able to hit me at 89 meters where she was? In the head with her gun, her assault rifle? She doesn't want to get up. She knows that what's in store for her if she does. That. So there must be another. Another guy alive, right? Yeah, there he is. There we go. There's this. That was his turret. See, they do have a damage drop off though. So although they are hitting me with their weapon, like it's not as bad as it could be. So I really like the decoy instead here, so I'm gonna roll that. It does a better job at taking aggro. There we go, one shot at that boss there. As I'm getting hit by some random dude on the left. That's really annoying, right? Let's just take out his turret. Nope, can't. It's hidden. Speaking of Raldi. Okay, so let's grab this gear and then we'll kick it off again. But what I'm gonna do is play really deep, and we're gonna pick them all off from way back here. That's kind of the idea with these. Is sort of you want to play really deep on the skirts, and then you know, from the shadows, be invisible. Here they come. So 70 meters out. Got him. Want the turret guys first because they put up the turrets. They just help you. They take away your accuracy basically. And they take away your vigilance, right? She keeps hiding as soon as I go on scope. You just gotta kind of also be quick on that trigger. When you do have your shot, you just take it, right? That was a bad toss. Way out there, 95 meters. 73. Oh, I missed. I had it at first. I should have taken him at 95. Oh, come on. Oh, there's a ricochet off his back of his neck, apparently. I like when you hit him and you hit him in the basically in the neck with your sniper, and then he comes running in your direction. Like that's the opposite of what you should be doing if you get shot in the head, right? You shouldn't be running towards the enemy who shot you in the head with such power. Look at those cartwheels. Good job, man. Good cartwheel. Didn't really matter much, so did it. One tap the boss, 23 million. All right. There it is. So that's the custom M44, really stable, works really well with that 45% headshot damage. So that's the thing. And then the range. And so I'm gonna do more. We didn't have a really good demonstration of range there, I gotta say, just because that convoy rushed us. And so, you know, too early. And it's okay to be rushed. I don't mind being rushed. It's just at the get-go, the best demonstration is range. Like on all these control points, they all have a point where you can sit and pick them all off at literally 97 meters out. So I've been getting a lot of stoners lately. You know why? Ooh, look at that one. Who wants that chess piece? Any takers? Who wants that chess piece? I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. The JD, what up, bro? the M44 carbine. It's like the hunting, right? It's like a skinny version. Did I not have one of those? I don't remember. I mean, the M44s are all up there so far. So I'm sort of guessing here, JD Glad, because I don't remember. But I think it's probably up there with one of the ones that I would like. It's probably the reason why it didn't make the list is because it was either too close to like not have a separation. You know what I mean? And maybe the handling was a little bit less. But the custom M44, from what I can remember, is at the peak. I mean, so the other one that I do like, my number 2, is the hunting M44. Now the exchange is power, so the hunting M44 is bringing in more power, right? And again, my custom M44 is not maxed out, but you lose a little bit of optimal range for that power. But I think it's going to equalize itself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to use these other ones. I'm going to show you. But as you can see, the Nemesis, okay, the strongest sniper in the game, doesn't achieve the distances that we're doing. So that's why it's not on this list for what we're trying to achieve. And then we'll even do a legendary. So I'll invite some other banditos in, okay, and we'll do a legendary demonstration because I think it's a really good test to show you, like, well, why do I want that range? Now, legendary enemies play really deep, so you're getting that, like Ranger. Like, if you really like the concept of having all that amplified damage on your build, then Ranger brings that to you, right? And so, on top of the Sawyer's knee pads, on top of Headhunter, and so being able to do that, play at that range, makes you really powerful. Now, as you can see, for some reason, even at 90 meters, they can tag you with their shotgun in the head. So they still got range out there. So it's sort of an equalizer. You're like the equalizer. You're like a Denzel Washington sniper, basically, you know? No, the White Death is the what do you call this variant, guys? It's the M1, isn't it? Isn't it the M1 carbon or something like that? Can't remember the natural name on it. But it's basically like the M1A, M1 Classic, I think is what it is. M1 Classic, isn't that right, guys? Yeah. But the White Death does work. The White Death is a good solution. The reason why is because it's got a high base weapon damage, a high headshot damage, and so it's got a little less handling and obviously a little less damage drop off. I mean, a greater damage drop off, a little less optimal range, but it works. It's an option. The SR1's an option, and again, the hunting M44 are options. Now, all these other ones are options. You can use this. Like, here's the M700 Tactical. You can use it. You're just not going to achieve the maximum damage potential that some of these other ones do. They like the custom M44 or the SR1 or any of these others are gonna have put out more. Actually, especially the M44. Let me go to this one, like the M700. So look at the damage numbers on them, right? The damage numbers are so close. What the M700 Tactical is bringing you is more rounds in the mag. That's basically what it's bringing you. You're getting less handling and less optimal range. So you would be, if you were asking me what's the difference between M700 and custom M44, which one would you go with? I would say definitely the M44. You can have better handling, and as you can see, that weapon sway is really important at the ranges that we're playing. Okay, I'm gonna put a couple of shots out with the. Let me make sure my other one's in and ready to go. Okay, so let's put on the. Here we go. We're gonna switch to the SR1. Make sure I have it ready to go. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use a custom M44. I'm gonna put out a couple of shots. So this is a really good one. Overgrowth is really good because there's a guy on the roof and you can pick him off. So look at these guys, 73 meters out. See how steady that is? Steady scrolling. So that steadiness is good. It helps you really track your target, right? And then finish them off. So they didn't even have a chance. Hold on a quick second, guys. One second. Is it the M44 carbine? Okay, that's good. Okay, I knew it started with the. I knew it had the word carbine or carbon or something in there. I just couldn't remember the name. Okay, so thanks for getting that name out there. So we have. There's usually a guy on the roof here. Let's see if there he is, 87 meters out. See that? And so it does alert the control point. So we're gonna have guys starting to run at us here in a minute. But sometimes they get confused also, which is kind of neat. But here they come. Here we go. So you want that guy, because see, that triggers. Now I got my headhunter talent, right? So now I can start picking these guys off. Look. You see, so you want that guy to come. You welcome it. You welcome those rushers because they give you your talent in. And so when I'm ready to move, what I do is I don't even go into the control point, right? Like, let me get rid of this rusher real quick. I'm gonna come way over here. Start picking them off from way back here. Oh, there's a deer. It is pretty amazing that they can hit you, though. I gotta keep saying that because it's sort of ridiculous, right? Like, I mean, wait till you see how far I am. I'll tag that guy up there. Come on out, buddy. Yeah, he doesn't want to come out, but let me see this other guy. 93 meters, all right? And they're shooting at me and they can land bullets. That guy was using a pistol too. So you're shooting at 93 meters with a pistol. The Nemesis can't do this, right? Okay, so that's the M44. I'm gonna switch to the SR1 now. So here's the SR1. It's nice. It handles nice too. And it might take me a second to get adjusted, but smooth. Smooth. Really smooth. Now remember, this is about not just a smooth sniper, but a smooth shot at 100 meters out. So there's 88 meters inside that house right there, which is amazing that they can shoot me at. Got it. I still like the other one better though. This one it seems a little more sluggish, I would say, is how I describe it. One shot at the boss right there. Boss eliminated. So that's the M44. I mean the SR1. Feels really good, really good. I mean, look at that. Let's shoot him between the signs. That's smooth. Now, I mean, you might not be impressed or whatever. I just, you know, and that's sort of part of why I wanted to show my stats on how many headshot kills I've done this, because I want to say, like, my point is, like, I have a lot of experience, I think, with snipers, more than the average player. And so I sort of have a feel, I can just feel it, like, you know, the win from one over the next, you know? And so that's what kind of gets me excited. It's like, wow, it's really steady. I can control that shot at, you know, 90 meters, 89 meters, which is really far away. So the slightest movement on your thumbstick or whatever, your mouse, can overcorrect or undercorrect, right? And so we're trying to prevent all of that. And if we can, at range that is, right? And if we can, then you can acquire some really cool shots. So now I'm gonna switch my weapon here real quick. So that was the SR1, it works great. So now I'm gonna go to the hunting. All right, so this is the hunting. One of my favorites. It's actually always been one of my favorites. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. So, you know, we're not going to be able to achieve max range up here because they're going to run in on us, but... See how I'm always reloading? Like, it's kind of a thing. It's like a pacer, like how I pace myself. And it is rewarding. I am feeling rewarded. So, you know, like, I like landing these headshots. I just do. I don't know why. I describe it as like crushing a, it's like opening up a Coca-Cola can for the first time, you know, that, that's that feeling that it is. That crisp carbonation, followed by a big gulp of 40 grams of sugar. Oh, that wasn't a headshot. Fuck you. So this is a really, again, this is really smooth. It's like the difference between the carbine, like if I can describe it, because it is a subtle difference. You might not notice it, but what I can notice between the hunting and the M44 is it's like a sluggishness. Like it's almost like the rifle's heavier. So the time it takes for the barrel to drop, you know, from its recoil takes just a little bit longer. That's how it feels. It feels like it's slower to sway to the left and to the right as I'm tracking my targets. It's not as fast, and it feels like it's heavier. That's why it feels like it's just heavy. It feels like all that plastic is weighing it down. The carbon fiber or whatever it is on this thing. Where these guys coming from? Oh, there's an enemy. Where's he at? 97 meters. See, he's out of range. Now they're out of range, I think. This one is out of range. You see that? I want that shot, though. I want that shot. Where are my targets? Please don't tell me that's them. Oh, here he comes. Boom. Oh, I missed that! Fuck! I thought I had it. Oh, it felt like it was right on his head. He must have done a last minute dodge, huh? Last moment duck and a twirl. That was my shot, though. He's running right at me. It's perfect when they're running right at you, right? The shot when they're running straight at you, it's like it's an easier shot. I don't know what's up. Oh shit! I didn't see that guy coming. It's because the fucking sound isn't getting all glitchy. I'm excited for the new SVD. That's going to be a fun build. It's going to give you so much headshot damage. Welcome back, sound. Thanks for screwing up all the time. See, 53-meter shots, those are pretty easy to make. So the ones that I like taking out, those really long shots. Got you though, motherfucker. All right, let's see. Let's get somebody. Oh, there's one. 97. There it is. 97 meters. 27, almost 27 million. That's about as high as it can get, right? Because 101 meters wouldn't land. So there's a boss. So taking those deep shots is also another way to peek out your there, one shot at the boss. 25 million. To peek out your headhunter quickly. So there's more than one way to do it, right? So, you know, like you know how some people run the chain killer chest piece, the name chest piece for headhunter, because it allows you to get a faster ramp up, so you can get to your max headshot faster. But by shooting a target that's farther out, gives you more ranger, right? Which is another way to get your chain killer ramped up to peak faster, right? So another advantage of running, that's another advantage of running a deep MMR play. See that tracking? Smooth. The shot wasn't though. That one was. So that there, folks, is the hunting M44, a really great alternative to the custom M44. It drops all the time, really easy to get. All right, I got tons of these, and so the other ones that I have, and the reason why I'm not using them is because they have a different configuration. But I really like, as you can see, optimal range is awesome. It's awesome. It works. You know, versus damage to targets out of cover or damage to armor being your alternatives. So we're going to try, I think we tried the White Death is what we need to do next. Okay, So let's equip the White Death so you can see how that one plays out. All right, the sacrifice, keep getting these. China Light, Badger Tough, Rate of Fire. Oh, that's kind of an interesting run. It's really close to that'd be with Killer. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna hold on to that for a sec. Probably end up trashing it. The SOCOMs aren't as good as the CQBs. Let's go get our loot. So 2 control points, and both of them had these convoys, which is kind of annoying. I actually like normally I like fighting them. The problem is that I want to continue to push the distance on this thing, and they rush you. So that's kind of a nice D-pad. Got too much shit in here, don't I? I have to get rid of that. Let's see, backpack. Ongoing directive, new. Ongoing directive, new. Badger Tough, new. Hey guys, look forward to more streams coming out this week. One of them, I'm not sure if it's going to be this week. If it is, it's going to be at the tail end of this week. But one of them, I will be giving you what to do now, right now, before the new season drops, season 9 and TU15. And part of that is going to be like, you need to be leveling up your characters. You need to open up your second characters. That's first. If you don't have your watch at 1,000, you need to get there. And then this is the gear that you're going to need, that I suggest you grind for, and that you optimize to, God roll status. But apparently you're going to be needing a lot of exotic resources. You know what I'm talking about? Components. So these bad boys, these exotic components. If you want to get expertise on your gear quickly, you're gonna need a lot of exotic components, and those take a long time to acquire. And so, but you can start stacking them now, as you will see here. Look at all these exotic caches. I have tons of these banked in my stash, in the mailbox. So you want to start going for collecting these. And what I wouldn't say that means go and spend 20 red stars on one of them by playing it through the events. No way, don't do that. That's horrible. That is a very horrible thing to do to yourself. But what I would suggest is like doing the projects, the weekly projects now. Start doing those every week. Do all 3 projects, and that way you can start at least getting 3 a week, 3 caches a week. And then just collect those caches, or open them up, whatever, and then move your pieces over to your additional characters. You're gonna need that stash space now more than ever. So, and they're probably gonna nerf. Hopefully they nerf it. But the expertise system. But either way, right now it's really expensive, and it's probably still gonna be really expensive. I mean, look at the optimization station. It's really expensive, right? It's really expensive. Hungry 40's in the house. Warrior Cowboy Dispatch has joined us. What's up, boys? Commander Bloodweiser. Okay, so here we are. Zach Torres, what's up? So we're going to use the White Death. Okay, so let's compare them with the M44. So the White Death is on the right. So this one's in better shape. It's also going to give us more headshot damage, but it's also got a higher base weapon. Oh shit! God damn it! Who is that? All right. Let's get rid of these guys. Good tracking. She can throw it on us or near us or what? The grenade's curved, so I always look out for that. I'm like, where's that grenade gonna actually go? Oh fuck! I had him. My bad. Read fast travel. Oh, look, I gotta go to a safe house. It's really inconvenient. It's Frosty, yo. What up, Frosties? Yeah, so the custom or the, yeah, I think it's the, what is it, the custom M44? That one's hard to find, man. Like this whole time I've been collecting these sniper rifles and that one doesn't drop very often. It's, you get a lot of everything else, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's some weapons that's just like the White Death, like I get a lot of White Deaths, I would say, you know, over the course of since I've been playing this game. Except I don't get very many like really good White Deaths. I'll get a lot of them, but they always have something stupid on them, you know? So, anyways, we were testing the White Death against the custom M44, so we're gonna use the White Death now. So high base damage, and more headshot damage. So that's gonna compensate for its drop off. So it reaches 100 meters, but it has a pretty significant drop off. So I estimate that it's probably gonna land around the same. So if we can, guys, let's try to see if we can get a headshot damage at around, 97 meters or anything over 90 meters, and see if we can track that value. I think earlier we saw it hit at about 25 million on the custom M44, somewhere between 24 and 25 million, maybe even 26 million at that distance. I can't remember, but we got to keep in mind. God damn it! This just happened. That's so annoying that they do that. It's just like, come on, man. Richard, what's up, man? Is it late there in the UK now? What time is it in the UK? It's 4. Oh yeah, it is late. It's about midnight, right? Going on 1 a.m. Appreciate you, man. I'll get in some morning streams later on this week. Maybe it was not tomorrow, but the next day. So towards what's this? So Thursday? I'll shoot for a morning stream on Thursday. Look for that. I do love me some headshots, Silverback. I do. I do. I'm addicted to that skull crushing sound. Okay, let's see if we can do this time. I'm gonna stay in this little zone here for a sec. But here's the difference. Okay, we already saw this. So anyways, more power but less damage over distance. So I think it's gonna equalize. So all we need to do is track a headshot kill between the White Death and the custom M44. With the White Death, we need to see if we can get that White Death. If we can hit over basically 25 million at around 95 meters. That's what we're looking for. Now, we do have to give the M44 some credit because it's not God rolled. All right, so let's see from here. 72 meters, 79 meters, 77 meters. So let's go find a nice little zone that's, I think there's some cover back here. Yeah. See, I don't normally, oh no, I remember where I go over here. It's on the other side. So this is a different approach, right? So these are, like, I know it's a small change or whatever, but remember how you hear me say, like, you know, different experiences in the Division 2 and, you know, new and exciting. But this is just a way to change up your play style in a way that you never have before. And it's enough to make a difference to where it's like a little bit more of a challenge or, you know, whatever, but it's different and it's a new experience. And so today you'd be playing a different, you know, it's a different version of the Division 2 for you. And this one, you're playing really deep. There we are, 92 meters, that target right there. So let's start picking them off, but let me see what's going on back here. There's, look at some civilians fighting a big chunga. Where's he at? Let's finish it. Let's get him out of the way, just in case. Got a pretty big helmet, but let's see if we can break it. Okay, here comes a convoy. There it is. I hate when the civilians steal my kill. Fuck you, civilians. Okay, so let's see. 89 meters. So he's out of distance. Let's go for Mr. 89 there. Or we got this one, 91. There's a good one. 17 million. 17 million at 91. It was a non-crit, and that was a non-crit in the last one. So it's 83. 21 million. That's on armor.
Incoming hostiles detected.
$98 meters. Perfect. Oh, she ducked. Let's get that one. 74. 10 million. We have to get rid of these guys.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
You think they can take them? They're gonna let them finish their jobs. 89 meters. 27, almost 27 million. So there we go. It achieved a higher damage than the custom M44. Granted, the custom M44 was not maxed out, but it does net a higher damage output. 26 million. So I think we'll have to try the hunting one again too, because I think the hunting would probably do the same. The hunting M44, so because it's got a higher base damage too, so we'll check that real quick. Anybody else alive back here? Yeah. These guys are really annoying. Just go away. Oh, you're lucky. Where'd you come from? Okay, back to the fight, can we? Can we? All right, where are you at? 96 meters. I lost my proc, I think, on that grenader lady. There we go. So we're racking it up. So now we're at full. Let's see if this guy's in range. Nope, he's out of range. $27.8, so that's pretty high. Oh, you lucky dog. Got my decoy out there. All right, let's see. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 77 meters. Nah. Nah. Not good enough. 87. 25 million almost. 90 meters. 25.7. On crit. Too close. $75. All right. Sold. See, I like the healer. See, the healer's out there giving me more targets, and so that gives me more headshot kills, which gives me, in turn, more XP. Here we go, 88 meters. So, yeah, I'm loving it. And we're chain killing our headshots, which is even more bonus XP. 88 meters. 27 million. Okay, so we need to switch weapons. So let's switch to the back to the M44, the custom. $90 meters. 25 million almost.
Hostile detected.
98 meters. 23.7. That was a nice one. 98 meters, guys. That was beautiful. That's 100 meters. You gotta remember, the Nemesis can't do that. So that's a really unique thing. Okay, here's a boss, 98 meters. Boss down, 23 million. So it's just really fun. I mean, we're just back here, you know, taking our time, really kick back, picking off heads, you know. Fun. Okay, let's get that medic. Then we can zoom in too. So watch, the zoom action's really nice. But we don't need it now. We're running. Oh, that was not a headshot. Let me get this stuff back here. But really interesting how it plays out. So it does look like the White Death is going to put out more damage. We do need to check at distance. So the White Death is going to be up there. And I know that's a crowd favorite too. But we do need to check against the other one, which is going to be the Hunting M44. So we need the Hunting M44 in place of the White Death to see. Again, it's not God rolled, so we have to keep that kind of stuff in mind. But, you know, we're getting a gist of it, if you will.
Hostile convoy detected. Agent in need of backup.
And we would be able to get a better idea if, you know, I had these all God rolled. It's just really expensive to optimize this stuff. And I normally do that for you guys anyways. It's just that there were so many variants that the rolls are so low, it'd just be like really expensive. Too rich for my blood. So the Hunting M44 is actually a long-time favorite. I was when the Mantis came out, I was still using it.
Control point secured. Well done.
So I'm tempted to, like, I can kick this off, and then I might, depending on where these enemies come from, I might run back like even farther than I normally do to get that range going. Yeah, there they are. They're over there. So I'm gonna run back, like back here. Got the sun in our eyes, though. Oh, look, he found me, magician. Thanks for the power. Okay, so we're in the M44. We're looking for range. Look at how they track me down. Like, how do they know I'm over here? Do they have, like, super spider senses or something? You know? Look for range. So this guy's at 50. We still need to ramp up, so 71. I'll take it. $26 million. All right, so let's pick a far target.
Backup request.
90 meters. 25.6. So I think our highest was almost 28. Is that right? Yeah, I mean, and I bet you that's because of all that extra headshot damage you get off of the White Death. I bet you that was a real kicker. 24 million. But this is such a smoother weapon than the White Death. It is. I mean, the White Death is pretty good, but this is smoother. And the reloading on the White Death is a little more painful. All these garbage can guys. Get out of here, dude. $24, so we need something way out there. But I think, like, once you get your peak, you got your peak, right? Like, it's so much is influenced by Headhunter, you know, at this stage. Once you rack them. 26.6. Yeah, it's gonna be really close. And that's because so much is influenced by Headhunter, like I'm saying. I think that's why it's gonna be really close here. 26.6 was really close to the White Death. 27.6. Yeah. I mean, it's on par with the White Death. And that's because the base weapon damage is the same, right? Like if you look at this, it's 1 million, and the White Death is where is it? Is 1 million also. So they're really close to the same here. The big difference is the headshot damage that you're getting out of the White Death. But when Headhunter is influences total weapon damage, and so that's why they're gonna come out to be really close in the end. It's because it's the weapon damage that's the ultimately that's being amplified by the weapon talent. Oh, we waited too long. We lost our buff. One way to do it, one way to get it, another way to gauge it, which might actually be easier if you're like looking for true power differences, is probably to get rid of the Headhunter talent, right? And just run something that's like defensive, like Unbreakable or whatever. 84 meters on the run. Smooth. You see that? 84 meters on the run. 22 million. So like if we do like put on Unbreakable, so that way we're seeing just like crit, non-crit, and like nothing else is in there. Headhunter, I think, can make it confusing. Yeah, you might be right, Ryan Phillips. I don't think you were exactly wrong. But this is more than that. But you're right. I think it might be the top tippity top. But this is pretty close. And so when you get this close, you know, I mean, when you're talking about a couple of hundred, you know, I think it's a couple of hundred. It's not. I don't even think it's going to come down to thousands here. Maybe, but not a lot of influence. I mean, it sort of becomes kind of a moot point. I think they're dead. Is it enough to kill them or not? Is it enough to kill a named boss or not? Right. And so from there, I guess my point is where I'm going is that, you know, I think. Oh, I missed that. It should at some point go to which one you feel is better. Like when it comes to handling, which one do you like? Which one do you like when it comes to reload? When the damage is this close. I mean, those small weapon damage differences can make a difference. This guy's gonna be a pain in my ass. I can just fucking tell. I'm gonna take 20 shots before I take him. Oh, he's dead now. But okay, great. I needed him for the boss. Let's do that. Let's take out our chest piece. I'm gonna eliminate our chest piece. All right. So let me see if I got another Providence. What should I run instead? I don't want to put Pristine Example because the ramp up time is going to influence us. So let's just, I don't want Chain Killer. God, I don't have any other options. I can just put on something random. I don't want crits or anything like that. I mean, we could go Glass Cannon. Yeah, let's just do that one. It's got skill haste stats effects. Obviously, we're not going to use that. So what I'm after, guys, is like, which one has got the highest damage at range? So we're talking. So we want to get those without Headhunter, because Headhunter confuses things, right? Headhunter kind of takes over, as you would say, like when it comes to damage. So let me switch over to. I can switch over to White Death because that's what we suspect to be the highest outside of the Nemesis. So let's do that. All right, and then let's take out this guy. 10 million non-crit. So what range is this guy at? 85. Let's go out. $9.7. If we get a crit, that'd be ideal. Let him get, yeah, if he can get people up, that would also be ideal. So what I want to try to do is get a crit on a head as close to 100 meters as possible. So that's why I'm moving. Unfortunately, that also means I'm gonna have to let me get even further back because I'm gonna have to let my stupid knee pads ramp up. So I don't want to move. There we go. This should be far enough. Okay, here's the test. We need a headshot. Hopefully at a crit above let's say anything over 90 meters, but over 95 would be ideal. So where are we at here? 83, 85. Get more people up, dude, so I have more selections. I mean, I guess we could do it all range as long as any range, as long as the range is consistent. A medic is not getting up. Let's just do over 80. Like impatient like that. 82 meters, 83 meters. 10.3 non-crit. Switching over to, no, actually use this M44 because 80 meters, 84, 80, 10.1. It was a crit though. So let's see here. 83, perfect. Ooh, sucker. 9.2 non-crit. All right, so 9.2 versus 10.3, right? So the yeah, about 100,000, I guess, right? 80. Okay, that'll work. I'll take that 80. Come on, dude. I know you're scared. 10.4 White Death. Okay, so that's about, what are we looking at? About 1 million? That's about 1 million differences. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Let's see here. Now we want to put on Hunted M4. Let's see if we can get this over 10.4, I think is what we need, right? There you go. It's getting the guy up. See, that's why these medics are nice, because they give you more targets, more headshot targets, more XP. I'll take it. 10.4. So this is giving me the same result as the White Death. So that, you know, and we're running Glass again.
You can't be any geek off the street.
So it's not a
Gotta be
perfect
handy
test,
with the
but what I
steel,
wanted
if you
to
know what I
do
mean.
was take out the, the crit. I think we need a crit value because that's a multiplier. So let's get a crit value. Unfortunately,
You can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I
percentages are
mean.
low on getting those crits. 9.9 on crit.
You can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
There we go. There's a boss, 10.2. So, I think we get a gist of it. So, I guess my point, because it's really hard to get that value out here in an open world. Got so many variables. The guys are moving.
Gotta be handy with the steel, if
you know what I mean?
mean.
It's like, so, but what I guess what my conclusion is that the weapons are completely like,
You can't be
the
any
rolls,
geek
right?
off the
This is
street.
missing
Gotta be handy with the
about
steel, if you know what I mean.
20% headshot damage, give or take, right? 19% headshot damage, or 21%. I don't know. So it's,
You can't be any
you know,
geek
this
off
one's
the
missing
street.
marksman
Gotta be
rifle
handy
damage.
with the
So
steel,
it's
if you know
not a
what I mean.
perfect test. It's not a perfect test. So what I can say is that they're so close, it's negligible. You know,
You can't
I think
be
we saw
any
this one
geek
hitting
off
at
the street.
10.4,
Gotta be handy with the
10.5, and
steel,
this
if
one
you
was
know what
doing
I mean.
basically the same thing. So, you know, I don't know. So I would say between the White Death and the Hunting M44,
You can't
go
be
with the
any
one that you
geek
love.
off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if
But
you know
it
what I
looks
mean.
like the White Death, or which one is it? The White Death. The Hunting M44 does have more optimal range on it. And that's because you got the extra mod
You can't be
slot.
any geek off the street. Gotta be handy
But
with
the
the
White Death
steel,
doesn't
if you know
have
what
a
I mean.
barrel mod slot. But for me, even though it does produce a little bit less power, I do like the custom M44. I just gotta say, it's a personal preference thing.
You can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the
so we were
steel, if you
seeing
know what I
it
mean.
hit 24, 25 million. So, you know, so I think that's pretty good.
Requesting backup.
You know, what do you need that, you know, that extra million for? I don't know. But and then the SR1 was also really good, but you notice it's got less damage on it all around, right? Look at that, 854. So it's even less than the M44. So, but it does feel good. It does have a nice optimal range, but it is subpar to the custom M44. And it's also a little bit more sluggish. So I just like, you know, so some of this is just kind of preference that I'm telling you about. But to make it simple for you, because I know it can all get confusing with what I'm saying, is that when it comes to the longest range snipers, your choices are basically the White Death, the hunting M44, the custom M44, and apparently there's another M44 that I don't have on this list, but that might be ideal. And then the SR1. I think those are your best options out there. Now, everything else you can still use at 100 meters. You're just gonna have a significant drop off, right? And I got rid of a lot of those. They're all back in my stash. But the Nemesis does. You just got to keep that in mind. And so I like the Nemesis doesn't even reach that range. So the Nemesis just flat out stops at 80 meters, I would say. But inside 80 meters, the Nemesis is the strongest sniper in the game, right? It's the strongest inside 80 meters. Also a little harder to use, of course. It does take some practice. I got pretty good with it after a lot of practice. And the Mantis is still probably my overall favorite. It is the most useful sniper in the game. You can see in the dark, but most importantly, it's the unlimited decoys. That is amazing. I wish we got more of that on other things like unlimited something skill, unlimited pulse, or unlimited something. Unlimited, because that, oh my God, guys, you can use it with all directives, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. What up, Dennis Moon? Oh, that's amazing, Ryan Phillips. 11 million on the Dread Addict. Yeah, so the Dread Addict, do you remember? I just can't remember off the top of my head, but it gives you, what is it like? It's got a base like 200% weapon or headshot damage, right? 112 plus like all the mods get you up there even more. And then you stack on another 100%, right? So Constantinos, what up, brother? Ryan, do you remember what the total headshot damage is? Like if you spec it out on a headshot build? I imagine it's going to be 100% more headshot damage than any other build. So I think it gets you up to 400% headshot damage. Does that sound right to you? Than any other sniper build, that is. So, but it's definitely more than the White Death. I mean, when we run the White Death with, let's put back on our Headhunter, we're running 327, and we're not even like, I think we can actually do more. Like, let's see, can we? No, these are all accuracy mods. It's 45%, right? Got that. Yeah, I think I got this all. Oh no, I'd have to run. That's right, this one. 337. So that's pretty cool, right? You might be able to do more actually if you move. Actually, I think you can actually get, oh wait, I have the wrong one. I had the wrong chest piece. There we go. 352. You could actually get more if you run, you could get more than 352 headshot damage if you're looking for it. You don't need it, but you could run your aces as a backpack. If you run aces as a backpack and then go improvise gloves here, spec into headshot damage, that's another way to do it. Or punch drunk. Actually, probably punch drunk would probably pay out more. So you could run in a Raleigh backpack and then run punch drunk. You would get more headshot damage. I would push you up, I think, by, let's see, 20, 30, where this is giving you 10, 20. So it'd give you an extra 10% headshot damage if you did that. Which isn't worth it, by the way. But just so you know, you can get to 362 by doing that. But it wouldn't be worth it, because vigilance is really powerful on sniper builds. So, but you can do with what you like. You got so much damage on these builds. Who gives a F? I say that about sniper builds. They're all so strong. You can do whatever you want, man. You want more armor? Put on more armor. You know what I mean? You want more weapon? Actually, I usually run more weapon handling. I'm just not doing it because we've been demonstrating power here, but I usually put on more weapon handling on all these builds. Like at least one roll out of these aces, it will be weapon handling. Just because I like it. But as you can see, we do fine without it. But I like a little more weapon handling. It helps with the little things, little things that you might notice. But reloads, swapping weapons, stability, accuracy, obviously, so acquisition of targets. It doesn't say that with weapon handling, but I have suspicion that it does help there. So, you can do a lot with these builds. They're so powerful. You roll armor on kill, do whatever you want. You have to play around with it to bring it in balance. So you don't want to go too much defense, then you can't one-shot anything. But it's always going to come down to this, okay? How many shots are you willing to put out on your first kill? And then from there, it goes, can you one-shot a boss? Those are the two things. Those are the two measures of any sniper build. And then can you actually land a shot, right? And then this one has an added layer. Can you land a shot over 80 meters? Right? Between 80 and 100 meters, can you take out targets there? And then that will allow you to pick off those really far targets, right? Like, let me give you a couple examples. Like, when you're playing Legendary Roosevelt, anybody want to play Legendary, by the way? Let me open up my map. If anybody wants to play a quick Legendary round, so we can see this in action, we'll go to Roosevelt. But like the snipers, when you get to the middle or like the third checkpoint, on Roosevelt Island, there's those snipers on the wing. Like being able to take those guys out at range, right, is really helpful because they got a lot of range on you, right? It's not fair. It's not fair how much range these enemies have. You guys see it. How irritating is it to be shot in the forehead with the guy's pistol at like 120 meters out? It just sucks. That's a good knee-pad. It just sucks, And so this is the equalizer. You still take damage out there, so it's not stopping that damage, but it allows you to at least put out your maximum damage in that range. What up, Swag? My man. Anybody else want to join us? We're going to do a legendary run. I'm going to run a sniper build, so if your build can support that to some degree, that'd be great. I'm going to be playing deep, obviously, so you would want to put on builds. We can run just a little bit more inside than how I play, which is mostly any build. Assault rifle builds, whatever. But if somebody had a skill build with a turret, that'd be helpful. Turrets are nice for Roosevelt Island because you need to take aggro from those drones. And so what we're gonna do in Roosevelt is, what's the gear out there, by the way? Is basically just sit and cover really deep. Oh, it's Walker. It's a good one. And then I can go to the safe house real quick. And then try to pick off as many people from distance as possible. So what we're going to do is you basically use your allies, your group members, as decoys. They're your decoys. Come on, CD, you can do it. You can do it. So I think I can delete some of these snipers now because I think you guys get the point. Like this M700 is just not going to make the cut. This one's nice, SR1. Actually, I'll keep that one. I'll probably dump off Lucky Shot. You don't really need Lucky Shot on these one-shot builds. I did try this SR-A1. I was playing around with it for a while. It's just kind of a middle-of-the-road sniper, so it doesn't really... I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Didn't really do anything for me. It's playing in a range where Mantis plays, right? It plays in that Mantis range, and the Mantis is just going to be a better one. So this M700 Carbon, also the handling isn't great on it, so it sort of sucks. I like this Covert SRS. I'm going to play around with these. I think I'm also going to come up with a sniper build for inside, inside 35, like with close range snipers, kind of thing. See if we can do anything with that. I guess Mantis. Those would be competitors for the Mantis, right? See, that one with lucky shot's good, so that's why I'm keeping it. That's a good one right there. I'm gonna dump this one because we don't need lucky shot. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. More sniper builds to come. But you guys, you need to get good at the snipers, man. I'm telling you, it's the best. We can run directives. We can run, you know what I mean? Like, you XP so much up faster. You know, you gotta try to get used to it a little bit. I mean, if you hate headshot builds, that's one thing. But if you don't play them just because you don't think you're good at them, then, you know, that could be fixed. Just a little practice. Anybody want to join us on Legendary? If not, we're gonna matchmate. So it's up to you. All right, we're headed over there now. Only the cool kids or the dropouts. We don't have to finish it, CD Stanley. I just need to do a demonstration. Also, it's walker gear, so you never have enough good walker. Walker actually makes really nice hybrid builds, which we're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't want. What's going on here? Why won't it let me change this to legendary? There's a way to do this, right? How do we get this to legendary? Like, we don't have to put it on heroic, do we? Oh, toggle mission mode. There it is. It's been a while since I've seen that manhunt mission on it. Okay. Yeah, Ryan Phillips. I'm still trying to get my max. Why isn't it staying? Stay. There we go. Legendary. I'm still trying to get my max nemesis. So far, solo, I've gotten it to 112 million solo. But I want the max. I need to grab a max group value on my headshots. We did do a test during anybody remember that? We got it over 200,000. It was like I should pull up the footage. It was during the I was looking for the highest headshot damage in the game, and the way you can I think the only way you can achieve that is with the reanimated event turned on. So yes, I was looking for the reanimated event buff on that, which I think is basically double. And so, but anyways, I think we saw it could have been 280. We weren't at 300 million, but we were over 200 million, and I just can't remember how high over 200 million we were. Was it 240, 280? I gotta look for that footage, but let's go ahead and start swag, and you know they could join us or whatever. I better switch out. So I'm gonna put back on the custom M44. I think that's what I'm gonna go with, and then put this on just in case. It's a secondary. Here we go. So the one thing to consider is like when we're playing legendaries, like you do really move a lot because of those explosives. Oh, look, a deer. Got it. You know, you should, you know, the aces might be better because you know how much we're moving, but there's sometimes where you're just pretty planted. Go ahead and kick it off, swag. We'll fight from back here so that we can pick them off in the door. Yeah, you know what, Ryan Phillips, that's the difference. Mine was with that probably the difference why I got that extra 12, 13 million was, and I did test this. I was running it with the Sawyer's knee pads. They did make a difference. And then also you try try it with the Providence instead of Chain Killer. All the stuff was tested way long ago, you know what I mean? Back like TU8 days, you know, when Chain Killer dropped, basically. And so many people did have the same results, which was, you know, running the Chain Killer does not give you the max possible outcome. Of course, things can always change, so, you know, that's why it's always worth re-verifying, because it's not always the same on every setup. I find that a lot too.
Un homme dans une gare isolée. Une valise à ses côtés.
Damn, those fucking turrets are like horrible. Let me get my drone out there.
Se tourne pour se cacher.
But yeah, try a Providence, a Raleigh combo, and then try. God, they're coming in with a vengeance, aren't they? I can't get my bearings yet. Come on, give me that headshot. There it is. Oh, come on, lady. Pop your head up so I can get you over with. There we go. There you go. $20 million.
Un homme dans une gare isolée. Une valise à ses côtés. Deux yeux X et froid.
Like, without a good turret or a good, you know, decoy up there, it's like those drones make things impossible, right? There's one. 60 meters, 24 million. And so, you know, the thing about legendaries is like, there's actually very few elites. Like, you're better off not running like an ultra elite build. There's very few. But the Nemesis does come handy against like the Chungas, though. I do like the Nemesis with the Chungas. Also, the M44's got really good recovery. Like when somebody, when they're shooting at you, and you know your scope bounces and stuff, I can really pick that up pretty quickly. Pick up the next shot again.
Sortant de derrière l'adversaire.
Decoy out there. It's annoying to take damage. The Nemesis is fun to use, though, I gotta say. Like, not so much the damage, but it adds like a layer of like challenge, because you know you got to charge up. You know, so you know, to add that layer of additional step, you know, it's kind of cool. Could also be frustrating when you, but you get used to it after a while, right? You get used to it, and part of it is like kind of reminding yourself you don't always need to be up full charge. But then it becomes a challenge to also get up full charge and land that shot, you know? So it kind of becomes a game. And it's all ego, of course, because you don't need that damage. You don't, you know? $24 million right there. So 24 million does the job. I mean, you know what I mean? And so when the Chungas come, it'll still do the job with the Chungas, except we're gonna need to kill somebody, break his helmet. Kill somebody, shoot him in the head.
Une valise à ses côtés. Deux yeux
Who do we got left in there? Anybody?
se tourne pour se cacher.
China Light with overclock? No. Spark? No. I wouldn't mind Spark actually there, because the Walker set's good for hybrids. It's just that one had weapon handling. You can't have, you know. Ooh, nice Alps holster, double crits. Collect this stuff, guys. Collect this stuff. The Alps with the crits. You want all red Alps when you can, okay? The reason why is because the all red Alps and all reds R&K are going to be really good for the new gear sets in TU15. Catharsis is what I'm thinking about mostly. And so Catharsis isn't going to take any. Catharsis is asking you guys to run some sort of heals or be running with a healer. So and we got so many solo players, right? 80% of you guys are solo players. Even if you group up, you just consider yourself a solo player. And so many people run solo that you guys like those self-healer builds. So if you want the Catharsis that runs, that has incoming repairs on its attributes, right? And then it drops the heal. Now the heal that it drops apparently isn't being affected by incoming repairs, which is weird. I actually think that's a bug and I hope they fix it. But let's just say they don't and it isn't. So right now the heal that it drops doesn't scale with incoming repairs or repair skills or skill tiers. However, it does have an incoming repair attribute on it. And so you can make your build godly by running the Catharsis and then running incoming repair builds or whatever. So that's why these, like this holster is so attractive to me, because I don't want I want that 20% repair, right? But I don't want the skill tier, so I'll be able to roll either armor or weapon damage there, you know, or keep the skill tier and run it with the capacitor, right? So those builds are going to be interesting. Does it, again, off meta, you know, all the builds you're going to see out of the, ooh, that lightning hit, wow. We almost got struck by fucking lightning, bro. What up, Fat Cat? Was that you? Fat Cat showed up and that lightning bolt almost struck me up the ass. Did you guys see that? Fuck. Rewind that. That was like right next to us. It hit right here on this fucking puddle thing. Whatever. Oh, there it was again. Holy shit, Swag. Lightning does strike twice in the same spot. Right where Swag was standing. Holy shit. Did you see that, or is that me, just me, Swag? Did you get that? Let me stand there too. Let's see if I can get fucking struck by lightning. Holy shit. Let's see if it strikes the same place 3 times. I'm not gonna move. Right as we were talking about it, it struck. Come on. By the hand of God, Thor's hammer. Into the gates of Valhalla, we march. Is that it? Is that it? If I move, do you think the lightning will strike? Let's see. There's thunder. Sorry if I'm wasting your time, but that was funny as fuck. I'm sorry for me. Not every day you see lightning strike in this game right next to your ass. And I've been playing this game for a while. Anybody else been struck by lightning while playing the Division 2? Is that a question? Alright. Maybe the lightning's gone. That sucks. I wanted to get struck by lightning. Alright. You did see it? Right on. You were standing there. You probably felt it more than you saw it. Go ahead, guys. I'll... God damn it, I can't land the fucking shot. Guy just kept moving and moving. Jesus Christ, move. Why can't I kill you? There we go. Oh, we got rushers. Yeah, now they come on. I see you, sniper. I gotcha. We're taking shotguns to the back right there. Okay, let's let my decoy come back here real quick, and then we'll head in. I gotta take out the snipers. Visibility is gonna be low though. Hey, if you guys don't mind, be sure to hit that lickety like. Like it, give me a thumb. Give me a thumb. For showing you lightning strikes. If that's not worth the thumb, I don't know what is. Decoy out. Got her. Sniper 1 down. Hold for sniper 2. Sniper 2 down. Running, running, running. Now I can play deep, right, guys? So I got the power. So I can sit way back here. Pick off anybody who comes through that tunnel. Now visibility kind of sucks, so there's that. But see, I do move a lot, which is kind of frustrating for the Sawyer's knee pads thing, you know. It does give you a more damage output, but you kind of wonder sometimes, like, geez, if I just be better off running the other one. Visibility sucks. The Nemesis, I mean, the Mantis would be fixing that right now. Yeah, I can't see anything. Like, Jesus, this is a big blur back there. You have the range to shoot him, so it sucks that you can't see. Got her. Watch the left leg in case they come up that ridge. I can cover where I belong. Somebody's still alive somewhere. He must have jumped over. I'll throw my decoy out, see if it gets him to come back. Maybe there's two alive. There's one, he's on the right. Oh, I hate when they do that. Come on, buddy. There he is. Looks like there's two over there. Yep, purple and red. Good job, man. Pretty surprised we haven't had anybody match pick yet. Silverback's in the house. Oh, appreciate you, Gussie. Thanks, man. Hope they fix this visibility here in a second because I can get so many more shots if I could actually see. lightning is still striking back there. Got him. Some of this you see end up like estimating on where their heads are. Like that one. You know, I see that there's some sort of arrow and I'm like, okay, his head is probably around. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm landing those headshots. That one I could kind of see, but he's moving. Yeah, that visibility is fucking low. The problem is that, like, your timer, your stacks time out, right? So it's like you really want to be able to see. And watch. Mantis. Ooh, I just got another custom M44 drop. See, look at that. Mantis fixes that problem. See that? And we got unlimited decoys now. So... you know. Too bad they're running around like bad. Switching over to Nemesis. Backing up. It's gonna take some getting used to real quick. 20 million. Get those dogs out of our way. I want that Chunga's helmet. There he is. Got it. 30 million. 30.1 million on his head. Okay, now we'll break it. Chunga down. So 2 shot and Chungas. That's how that works. 1 to break his helmet, 1 to kill him. So we got to get those dogs out of the way because they'll splash. They'll splash. They make the screen bounce and they take away my Chunga killing. I'm the Chunga Slayer! Can only see. Hope I can see those Chungas when they come though because it's foggy. Got him. Guy coming on the right. Watch out for that guy. Red on the right. Got him. 32 million. Okay, comes the next Chunga. I got the Chunga. Just clear the path. Chunga's helmet. Oh! That guy jumped in front of the Chunga. Did you see that? Oh! Came down the ladder. Or the rope. God damn it, we need that shot. Got it. Chunga helmet. Should have been dead already, by the way. We're not gonna make it. Fuck. Yeah. Fuck! Oh, that makes me mad. Fucking, we had it too. Had it. Right as I was shooting the Chunga's helmet, a guy came down the rope and I ended up shooting him in the body instead. That's a waste. What a waste. That's my favorite thing to do, though. I love two-shotting Chungas. It's a lot of fun. Because you gotta, like, everything's kind of gotta line up. And it's not that hard. It looks harder than it probably is. You know? You just, like, you know, the legendary speedrunners do it. And they just do it really fast because they got a lot of practice. But it's not that hard, you know? You just gotta, you gotta get your first 2 shots and then hold on and then hold for the Chunga and then land that shot on the Chunga, and, you know? I mean, they're big, slow targets, so it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? They usually come at you nice and slow. Now, I gotta tell you, the weather is really a disturbance. Kingslayer in the house. What up, Mr. 187?
You've got your objective. Don't let anyone
All right, I'm gonna put back on my custom. Look at this new custom M44 we got. Wow, they gave us a nice one. See, they were like, you know what? I was just telling you guys how hard it is to get one. Unfortunately, it's got health damage and in sync, but health damage is actually not that bad. That would work nice against Chungas. In sync isn't the worst, but you know, for this setup, the whole reason why I run the custom M44 is because of its optimal range. So I really want to play into that. But either way, it's sort of nice. Health damage on a sniper, I actually don't think is a bad thing. The reality is, though, is like if you're using it for legendary, I mean for heroic a lot, there's so many elites in heroic. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? It's just really disgusting. There's so many elites. Go ahead and kick it off, gents, whenever you're ready. I mean, I don't mind it, but it could be a little better balance. I think there's too many elites, you know? I think there's too many elites in heroic. You know, it's because if you want to run health damage, you should be able to have the option to do that, and you can't on heroic, right? Because like heroic, the whole second wave is like, you know, crazy. I want to get this operator before I can. Here we go. Operator down. I wanted to get that purple operator. The medic's just gonna get her back up, but it was worth it. Sure, these trees are blocking my shots. Come on, people. Let's hustle. Professor Beam in the house. What up, Professor? Stars. Oh, you know what? I haven't even turned on the event, the Guardians event. What do you guys think about that, man? What are you guys thinking about the Guardians event? Love it? Hate it? What's up? What's up? What do we think about the Guardians event? Tell me. You, Professor. Like, I haven't turned it on. I've, you know. But I might be okay with the sniper build, right? Because, okay, let me make sure I got my Guardians event memory refreshed here. I just say, correct me if I'm wrong, Professor. So it's been a little bit since I've played Guardians. So basically, they're invulnerable unless you kill the Guardian, right? The Guardian is your true target, because without the Guardian, you can't kill anybody. Isn't that right? So it can be really hard because sometimes the Guardian is like, there's like 50 invulnerable targets between you and that Guardian, right? You know, like in the Guardian's in the back hiding, like literally hiding. And so you're going like, how can I can't even shoot him. He's... Damn, there's a lot of them. They're not even letting me poke my head out. Drop. They don't like me up there. The Mantis actually does, might even be better option up here because they actually play him pretty close. And the unlimited decoys would be pretty nice. I did try this on Capitol Building. That worked out really well, actually. I fought all the way from the gates, the entrance, the very, very beginning. Do you get a buff from the kill? You also get buffs, so you do get stronger with kills. It's not just they're tanky and you're not. Got rid of that drone operator. Stick a round to the face. Pretty good at taking out those medic drones. This build. Those medics are dangerous, man. To get everybody up. Speaking of medics. Oh, he's in those bushes are bulletproof bushes. The weather's cleared up. It's been a thing. It's this dog, apparently. We actually don't have assault rifle spec'd into this. They really need to fix the specializations, man. That's kind of crap news that we're not getting that fix, that patch. You know, the specialization stuff. Like, there's stupid things that are going on in there. Like, you can't get access to this scope unless you have rifles spec'd in your skill tree. And I'm not using a rifle. I need the pistol, the assault rifle, and the sniper. So it just sucks, you know? That's just a waste. It's a waste. It's a good one. Yeah, I know. That's sad to hear, D Johnson. Like, that's why I haven't even turned it on. I mean, like, reanimated. I was like, right. I mean, I was losing sleep. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. And then there's this one, and it's like... But, you know, I hate wasting red stars, so we gotta find a way. We gotta find a build, but... maybe tomorrow I can get to that, huh? Where's that engineer? There's one. Got him. Another engineer somewhere. Is it just a sniper? Oh, there he is. Oh, how are you? I don't know. I must have lost my buff because it's like, come on, you point blank to the head. There he is. Sniper's in the back. God damn it. Sniper one, down. Sniper 2, down. Those are your 2 most important shots. I could fall back, but... Such a good sniper. It's very level. Let's get rid of this guy. Ah, the shot grenade. Don't do that. Got her. I want those drone ladies terrorizing you. Snipers are lethal in this game, man. You can do it all with this build. That's my pistol right there. That's a Deseros, baby. Deseros has been putting in some work. Look forward to a stream. I am going to be playing with the smallest gun in the Division 2 and only the smallest gun in the Division 2. The snub-nosed Deseros. That's right. The snub nose. There it is. 20 million on that dog. We'll put him down. So, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the smallest gun in the game is this. Not the Deseros, but the snub nosed Deseros. You see it right here? That's the smallest gun in the game, and I'm gonna use nothing but that in a live stream. Will we survive or will we die a horrible death? Stay tuned. I'm gonna try to do that this week. Okay, we screwed up last time. And a big one was because I missed my Chunga shot. So we can't do that this time. Ooh, look at these nice builds. Look at that. Raleigh versatile. Huh. Which might be a nice damage to armor build. We'll see. Gloves, Savannah gloves. No, we don't want those. Let me see if I can delete anything real quick. Guess we have to pick up something on the go. I could put armor on that. That's why I'm going to keep that. Weapon handling, spark. I'm probably going to end up deleting that. Walker Harris, repair skills. I'll delete that. Skill damage. That's a nice one. Put a skill tier on that. I'll get rid of that. All right, and away we go. Sublime made it into an intro. Hey, does anybody see the new Batman? What do you guys think? Got a whole new Batman out there, right? Focus on that dog. I'll get rid of these low-life NPCs. They're nothing. I'll pistol whip these bitches. Pistol whip. Pistol whip. Snub nose, baby. Well, I mean, Deseros. That's just a regular Deseros. Okay, moving, displacing. I'm gonna take the back shot here. How's you guys' optimal range back here? Is it where it needs to be? All right, let me get this guy. Okay, pop his helmet. cool. Second headshot. There we go. Actually, it's easier with the Nemesis, by the way. You don't need to put out many shots, but this is okay. God damn it. Reloaded and somebody's lost a shot. We should be killing Chungas right now, so let me go to switch. Yeah, but same thing as last time. Same scenario. Yep.
Agent down. Agent killed.
Yeah. That sucks. It was a waste of a checkpoint. I really don't like what's the word? Like scrapping our way through it. Like I'd rather restart the mission and do it all over again. You know what I mean? Because we played this like a million times, so it's not about really completing it. It's more about like doing it at your potential, I guess. Your best potential. All right, let's see where we are progression-wise, by the way. Leaderboards, world, headshots. Come on, daddy. So we were at 164 when we started the stream. And so now we're at 162. Right on. And we're almost to 161. Let's see. Can we get to 160 by the... That's, well, I don't know. That's 250 headshots. I don't even think we have that many enemies in this mission, do we? Oh, you think that's a chain killer chest piece in there? What do you think? Some sort of dog hidden back there? I don't know what's going on. Ooh, that's a nice one. Ooh, that's a beautiful one. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll tell you exactly why in a second. Let me go hide in the corner here. Alright, I guess let's just kill this dog. But he's like taking a nap. Come on, dog. Why won't you die? How many millions are you? Assault rifle, that health damage will help. So, I don't know if you guys have caught on, but like over the last few weeks, I've been saying that I want to come up with a really cool USC 45 ACP build. And the reason why this came out of the Merciless, actually, because when I was creating a Merciless build and I was really looking at, you know, why do people put a Striker on the Merciless? You know, people try to put the Striker on the Merciless to make the Merciless, you know, handling feel better, but it ends up being overkill. And they're like, oh, well, there's at least the RPMs, but the RPMs, it's already a 400 RPM weapon. You know what I mean? So, but I thought it was interesting because I made it the second fastest a rifle in the game, and this is the first fastest rifle in the game. And what's really interesting about this one is it's got rate of fire already on it, and so you know we can kind of play into that. So I like, as you can see, like min-maxing into these weapons to kind of make them godly at what they do. And what this one does is it shoots really fast, right? And it's a rifle, so it's got a pretty decent base weapon damage for that. So this is what I'm thinking, like, is this a contender? You know what I mean? Look at that. Oh, there's a rate of fire mod. Wow. I mean, is this a contender? You know what I mean? For like M1As and SVDs? I don't know. But when you put rate of fire affects all of that, right? Like damage per second, assuming you land your shots. So that's why that one's really interesting. I realized that, like, what? Well, it's super off meta, but we discovered these really cool things, you know, by kind of min-maxing into these weapons. Like the ACRE is the other example. Look at that, another hunting M44. It's sniper day. They know we're running snipers, that's why. You know, so you know, by playing into the ACRE strength, which was, you know, maximum depth, right? This is actually a really nice chain kill, the armor regen and crit chance. We could actually roll armor on that. It's good that there's an armor regen. That was kind of nice too. So what can we delete? Already full for the day. Again. Let's delete that one. Weapon handling and spark is not a good combo. Too bad, it's a nice chest piece. I'm probably gonna end up deleting this one too because it's got first blood, but yeah, I haven't used it either. I remember trying it like early on, like level 30 time period, but I haven't used it since actually. So did I equip it? Yeah, I did. So I'm interested in seeing what it can do. 440. Can we pull our trigger that fast? You know, I think I got this at 460 right now, right? Yeah, 462. And so, like, what if we ran this with Striker and came up with the true fastest rifle build in the game? You know, does it? And if you can, I think this is kind of the idea. If you can land all those shots at that speed on the head, then what you got going is something like a bighorn build with more stability and range, or you got, you know what I mean? You got like one of those kind of builds. You kind of got like the artist tool is going to be another one, you know? But part of these weapons is you got to learn the cadence, right? Like they all have a little cadence to them, and like how well they play at basically how fast you pull the trigger. Like, is it a 3-shot, 4-shot, or can you just pull the trigger as many times as you want? You know, usually a lot of it comes down to how much stability you have on your build. Oh, you got the Nemesis though. So it was like that with the Merciless too. So a lot of that Merciless build wasn't just the build; it was learning how to use it. And it's like, what are you talking about, Tux? Like, it's like we all know how to pull the trigger. It's not that simple on a lot of these guns. It's how you're pulling the trigger. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, or you just like slamming your finger on that trigger. It makes a difference in how many shots you land. You know. And so what I'm saying is, like, with this rifle, it's not as easy as just me picking it up and using it. If like you want to be good at it, like you kind of gotta figure out its shot pattern, its cadence, and that's what's cool about the Division 2. They did that on purpose, right? They made each weapon unique that way. Each weapon has a signature fire pattern, and that's really neat. Some are closer to each other than others. Some are really out there. Ooh, Max Walker, we could put armor on that. That wouldn't be bad. Gotta delete something else. Might already have that one, I don't know. Let's go ahead and delete this ongoing directive because I hate ongoing directive. Ooh, it's got skill damage though. Usually sucks with ongoing directive, so I'll go ahead and delete it. Ongoing directive just sucks. Like, if you're running the most simplest build for it, then you might be okay. But a lot of people don't realize that it's actually glitched. Or it glitches. But what I mean by that, you really got to pay attention to your indicators, your procs, right? If you notice, like, there's a lot of times where you don't get the special ammo, and you're supposed to, and that really irritates me about builds. Like, if there's anything, it should be reliable. You know, that's the one thing I must have on my build, because when you're expecting to get that shot or one shot or get that ammo or whatever it is that your build does, and when it's clutch time, you need your build to perform.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Snipers, no one there. You know, snipers ignore your decoy a lot. You see? Right there, my decoy was out.
Down.
And he took me anyways. So. It sucks because I had my headshots procced ready for that chunga. This is a bad spot for a sniper, basically, is what I'm saying. A bad spot for a sniper. And I missed a shot. God damn it. Can't land anything right now. I think my game time has expired for the day.
Serious trauma detected.
Might also be because I'm switching weapons so much, you know, between snipers. Like, they all handle very differently. That's the same thing. Same thing as we're talking about with the rifles. The snipers all handle very differently. This one especially, right? It's way out there. You gotta hold the trigger down. What? Oh, like, how did I miss that shot, right? Yeah, it's getting to that time of day. But I do want to, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get 200 headshots in this mission, but that would be that's my next goal, is to take that, jump up 2 slots on the leaderboard. See if we can get to, I think we can get to top 50 in the world before the new game content comes. That'd be a cool goal. John, does it make killing easy? I gotta turn it on. The not so smart Ken's in the house. What up, not so smart? Oh, this is taking forever. I would have probably quit the mission by now, but I got a couple of interesting pieces, and so it's keeping me going to the next checkpoint. Because I don't really need to finish this, right? What's the legendary for the week, anyways? I wonder what that is. Projects. Legendary for the week is Capital Building. So yeah, you need to start doing these now. Oh my gosh, they're forcing us to do these now, and I haven't played them for a long time. I stopped, you know, once I got all my my exotics, basically God World, I stopped playing projects because, I mean, I just don't need it. Waste of time now. So, but now we're gonna have to do it because apparently you gotta pump in exotic components to level up, which is good. I mean, I am glad that that's a component, that is a thing, because, you know, I don't have anything to do with my exotic components, so now I do. So I do like that part, I do. But now, oh God, I'm missing that shot too. There we go. But it's a ridiculous amount, right? I don't know if you guys caught on to that. It's like really high.
Good night. Rage against the dying of the light.
So that's what, but the other side is too, like, just be, you know, it's almost like not worth worrying about right now. Because just like the optimization station, they're gonna change it. I don't really understand why I'm taking so much fire right now. Oh, I see. Now I see why. It's like I'm the point, almost the point man, depending on the angle. I mean, I don't mind the damage. It's more about like, you know, your barrel shakes a lot when they're shooting at you because they're pumping bullets into your anatomy. So makes it harder to land your target. Oh, I had that. There it is. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. It's been a while. In the past, you know, I just always kind of skip those events, you know, John. But, like, you know, I'm trying not to do that right now. I'm trying to, like I say, milk every bit out of what this game has to offer. And that's part of it is finding a way to enjoy these events. Finding a build that works. And I was thinking, like, I was actually thinking the sniper builds might work. And you guys are probably sick of seeing them, but the reason why is because those Guardians are always kind of planted in the back, right? And so I was thinking, like, you know, if they have a sniper that can pick the guy out, pick your target off at will. That tank won't die, will it? Really?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Took a mortar?
An agent needs assistance.
It'd be nice to get rid of that tank. Can't do anything with it out there. Yeah, see?
Agent out of action.
So we're doing Shady Haze. We were doing, this is kind of the tail end of the stream, but we were doing the Rangers sniper build, basically. So maximum optimal range. And so this is the build. And don't worry about these things. These are other conversations. But, you know, standard sniper build. So this is the build that you want to run. And then, you know, the Sawyer's knee pads gives you a couple extra million, but you're welcome to run 4 pieces aces. Everything's got headshot damage. We got Providence and Araldi. But the real testing, the real build lab was all in the version of the sniper rifle that we're using. So the custom M44 in the end has the, as you can see there on the back, right, the damage drop off in the chart has the best optimal range. And which is really important because we're using Rangers, so the farther out we can play, then we can get up to basically 40%. Yeah, that's right. 40% amplified damage coming from your sniper, right? Which is a lot. 40% amp damage. So the optimal range, so we're playing into that by putting optimal range onto the attribute and then optimal range on the barrel and then on the mag. And that's how we were able to get really nice optimal range. And again, 40% amp damage. Now it works really well. Like, so in the beginning, you'll see like we went to control points. We were able to actually play into that. And we wouldn't even enter the control point. We would pick them all off from really far out, like really far out. And so like 97 meters, 98 meters. I think even got a 99 meter shot, and able to hit them at max damage at 25 million or whatever. So, and then our other options were the hunting M44 is a good option as well, and then also the White Death. And then what we found into some casual testing. Okay, notice these aren't god rolls, so this wasn't a formal testing environment. But what we did find is that the White Death and the hunting M44 were basically putting out the same damage. And both of those do put out more damage than the custom 44 by about 1 million, right? So the custom M44 was hitting at about, I can't remember what it was now, but like 25 million, and the other ones were hitting at about 26 or 28 or something like that. But the custom M44 is less damage at range, even though it has better damage drop off. But the difference is that these have a higher base weapon damage. So although there is a damage drop off compared to the custom M44, you have enough damage coming out of your rifle to be okay with that and still at least hit the same, if not more, than the custom M44. So that makes, when pen hits the paper, it's going to be probably the White Death is the best MMR at paper because it's got the most damage and headshot damage. And then it's got a really decent damage drop off. And so it's going to hit at range. But the big win from these ones, the hunting M44 and the White Death over the custom M44, is that when you are playing inside 80 meters, they hit the highest inside 80 meters, Ranger aside. But at the end of the day, custom M44 ends up being my favorite because it handles really well at range. Also, it's got it's just smooth. So, but that's a personal preference. But it does officially have the best damage drop off. But when it comes to power over 80 meters, the hunting M44, and the White Death are your go-to. And then SR1 is probably number 3, 4 out there, so it's got really good optimal range too. Technically better than the White Death, but it's got a lower base weapon damage. So it's number 4 out of those 4 placement wise, ranking wise. And then everything else, what I was trying to tell people is like, even which is an important thing to note, the Nemesis can't achieve that distance at all. So it didn't even make it to the test, where the Mantis can achieve that distance. Except it's got a damage drop off. So it's not top 4. The Nemesis is not top 4 either because it doesn't even reach that. So the first requirement is to at least reach 100 meters. You got to be able to actually get to 100 meters to be in the stack. So, and we did have, I'm not showing it to you here, but we did have all sniper variants. I did test all of them. There might have been one that I overlooked, but I had most of them covered for the most part. So anyways, yeah, so tons of fun. In a solo setup, I think we hit as high as 28 million between all of those. I can't remember exactly, but cool. So we can kick it off. You guys are ready? I'll go ahead and kick it off here. How far forward do you have to go? I think it's all the way to that star, right? There we go. So I actually have the Nemesis and the custom M44 here, which is actually a nice move because, and you want to play deep. Remember, you got that amplified damage coming your way. So there's a balance there, but play to the 100 meters. And so I'm going to use the Nemesis for the Chungas, but use the M44 for everybody else. There you go. If anybody can throw out decoys, that'd be handy to help me get those Chungas down, because I can two-shot those boys if I got the heads. I can get him to hold still. There it is. Head down. I must have timed out. God, I can't get the Chunga today, man. He's on point with that guy. It's fun breaking their heads. There he is. There he is. Chunk it down. 2 shots. So yeah, switch to the Nemesis for the chunk heads. You can still do it with the other one, and it's gonna take more shots to break his helmet though. 58 million right there. Okay, here's a chunk for us. Break his helmet. Boom. Then we can charge up for his head. Got him. Chunk it down. It doesn't take that much actually. It's only 16 million. He died. Not that much. It's his helmet that protects him, right? It's that helmet. Oh, I missed his helmet too. Gonna time out. I gotta get another headshot. I hate when the Nemesis chokes. Like you let go of the trigger and you accidentally let go of both triggers too early. There we go. Thank you for holding him still. Oh, but I can't get this shot. Do it again, do it again. Oh, I'm choking all over the place. Fuck, he's just like wiggling his head every time I let go of that trigger. Oh my god. Never mind. There, he's dead now. God, I choked all over the place there. That was sad. Here's a sniper tip. Sometimes it's you're better off actually definitely going after different targets than your allies, because if they're running things like the Scorpio or whatever, that does really horrible staggering on the enemy. Good for the team. Obviously, it's good to stagger. Staggering is great, but when you're trying to pick off a head, it does make it a little bit harder. So you're better off going for those deeper targets like this guy. Oh, she's out of range. How far is she out? Yeah, she's out 100. She's beyond 100. They play deep, man. They play deep. That target's beyond 100. That's crazy. Shooting at us. So you gotta have some range. That's why we're gonna do the full series. So look forward to the Rangers rifle build. That's next. So it's nice knowing the official. We already did the assault rifle build. We're also going to do the opposite. So we will be doing like the best close-in sniper, I think. Is it officially the Mantis or is it something else? Mantis is going to be hard to beat. That's going to be the one to beat there. These guys are all scattered around in there. I can't get a fucking shot. Ooh, MK16 with rate of fire and measured. That's kind of nice. I mean, you kind of don't want measured on range, but it's at least worth the test, isn't it? We're getting good drops in here, like interesting stuff, things that make you go, huh? I'll take things that make you go, huh? What can we delete? Crit damage, weapon handling. Do I already have? Yeah, I already have that, don't I? Basically. That means I can delete that one, actually. Let me delete that one. That's how bad it is. Around here, you basically got to delete something to pick something up. I mean, that's how bad it is. Shit. And my stash is full too right now too. My other characters are almost full, if not all the way full. And I got 4 official characters now. I just got my 4th one the other day. So much gear. I'll delete my extra exotics. I'm gonna end up deleting my extra exotics. I will do that now. So I do have multiple exotics, like multiple mementos and stuff like that for my additional characters, but now I need to officially delete them because the stash space is just ridiculous. And we're only gonna get more gear, which is gonna open up more for more builds. And yeah, Shady, so hopefully you saw that. Yeah, I think you did. But yeah, it's totally about the sniper build. It's, you know, it's the standard, I think, what I call the standard, but subject to a couple of minor adjustments depending on how you like to play. I mean, you're totally welcome. Actually, we can do that. Why don't we just get rid of these and run the aces? You know, it's about the same. The Sawyer's knee pads do produce more value in the end, higher damage that is, but can you stand still? But it is nice to also have a little bit of armor and a little bit of explosion resistance. That's all nice stuff too. But the standing still part, the damage thing, you know, if you can't do that, then you might as well just roll the aces. And it is hard because they're always throwing shit at you, so it is hard. It's, oh fuck, I just pushed the trigger. Sorry. Oh, it's because I had the wrong fucking sniper in my hand. It's like, wasn't it charging? Yeah. Fucking taking grenades. God damn it. He throws multiple grenades at me. That's my bad. Sup, OG? Live Griff. Live Griff. Griffner. Griffinator. Griff. Yeah, it's a classic, Live. Man, it's a classic one. Everybody should have at least this one in their stash. Loadouts. It's been around for a while. It's kind of lasted the test of time. God damn it. Why is it so tanky? I can't get a shot off. Like, it's kind of that point of the day. I'm playing like shit, I'll be honest with you. Not landing my headshots. I'm usually pretty clutch. These guys are just cartwheeling everywhere and shit. Must be the drones and shit. But you kind of need them, but of course you need them because they're throwing attack drones at us, so can't exactly go without them. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh my god, she killed us. Oh, that Widowmaker. Yeah, I know. I just took off. You're right, Blake. I just took them off, right? Damn it! Regrets. Where's our Mr. No Regrets guy, huh? That's usually in the stream. Where's he at? I gotta. It doesn't, Gary. That's a really good question. Here's the worst builds to run with a sniper. That's a really good question, though. Fire builds are really bad to run with a sniper. You don't want the guys on fire. It's because what ends up happening is they... ooh, that's a nice tactical... damn it, we're getting a lot of good gear here. The enemies will wave their hands in the air when they're on fire, and then they run like crazy people. So that makes it really hard for a sniper. Explosive builds are really bad to run with a sniper because it shakes our screen. Like, my screen is bouncing everywhere. I can't land a headshot because of your artillery turret or explosive. It's literally like this. It's literally like this, right? And I'm like, I can't get a headshot because of all those explosives. So that's another bad one. And then the blinders, basically they act the same way. The enemies act the same way. Not quite as bad, but almost as if they're on fire when they're blind. They move slower, but their hands are over their eyes, which means you can actually hit them in the hand instead of their head. And the problem with that is that if you hit the enemy's hand, it takes away your headshot, headhunter stack that you worked really hard to get, right? Through accuracy and stuff like that. So yeah, the blinder is usually a no-go also. It's not the worst though. It's not as worse as fire. Riot foam is the best. So if you're gonna be a crowd control person, then pulses and riot foam. Pulses are good because it allows me to know where my targets are, even in dark. So highlights the targets. And then you can also amplify those pulses. So when somebody overcharges that, then it's going to give me 15% amplified damage, depending on the pulse type. And then the other one is riot foam. It just holds them still. And so I can get that headshot. So that's actually the best skill to run is the riot foam. Riot foam is also good for mortar guys too. So if there's a mortar guy on your team, then he can do that. Marquez, saludos de Colombia. Bienvenido. Or Gary, you could just not give a shit. Roll how you want to roll. Tell the sniper to fix his aim. So let me see if I can. So if you have your stacks up, you can actually shoot through the weak points on these guys and then tag 2 targets at once, but it's actually hard to do. But there's people that are pretty good at it. You have to get two of these guys to line up, right? And then you shoot them in the weak point and it'll penetrate 2 targets at the same time. Hard to do. But you see the speedrunners do it, so it's possible. I'm actually probably better off to just put on my assault rifle build here. Probably delete that. Oh, that one's so hard to delete. These custom M44s do not drop. I'm gonna probably end up deleting it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start putting out community reminders, especially to those of you that are in the Players Club, to only 1 unit and it's a G unit, to make sure you do your projects every week now. That's a thing, guys. And I stopped doing them myself, so I'm gonna have to remind myself, do your weekly projects now, because of why? The proficiency expertise system. Expertise. It's gonna be expensive, and you're gonna need those exotic components. Even if they nerf it, you're gonna need a lot of exotic components. But you're gonna wanna start thinking hard on what your favorite build is. And I probably would suggest choosing your favorite assault rifle build first. And the reason why is because there's gonna be a lot of emphasis on assault rifles and assault rifle builds, so we're gonna be experimenting with them a lot. But you gotta figure out which one your favorite one is and then start leveling up that one and look at ones that have longevity. So starting with your assault rifle, that's probably where I would start with. You might get sick of the gear sets, keep that in mind. All right, like I hardly use Hunter's Fury and it's not because it's not good, you know what I mean? Hunter's Fury is great. It might be, I mean, arguably the meta for shotguns and SMGs. I mean, right? But I prefer not to use it. You know what I mean? Because you can only use something so much before it becomes boring, right? Like, how many of you guys are running your M1As? Who out there is running the Baker's Dozen? Who's running it right now? On the regular, like every week? Outside of a Raider, because I know you guys, that's all you run. But I bet you very little of you are. I'm not. Shit. I never pick up that gun. I do what I can to not pick up that gun. That's the first thing I think of when I create a build. Okay, how can I not create an M1A build? A Baker's Dozen build. I hate that weapon. But it's the strongest in the game. Still. I mean, there's other ones that are really close. I might actually exceed it on it, but it's way up there. I haven't actually put it through the true test. We might have to do that. Still the strongest build in the game, huh? Should we do that build? I can add it to my calendar. Still the strongest build in the game. But like, yeah, let me add that. Let me add that. I got a content calendar so you guys know. So there's an actual schedule to what we do here. So let's go here. A lot more flexibility on the streams though, of course, because my frequency in streaming is higher. But for build videos, I have a more strict schedule on what I produce for you guys on a weekly basis. So, but yeah, so the Baker's Dozen. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still going to be top though. That's my guess going into it. But we still don't use it, even though we know it's the top, right? And that's just because you can only run the same build, you know. You can only run the same build before you want to blow your own head off. You know what I mean? With using it, you know. So it's just like, and so that's why I don't use Hunter's Fury. I like Hunter's Fury. There's nothing wrong with it. It's amazing, you know. But running this, if I were to just be like, just call it a day. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best one. It's the best SMG build set out there. So there's no reason to run another one. If I said that. And if I actually thought that, which I don't, then the game would be over, right? We'd have 6, 7 builds in the game, and it would literally be over. Jesus Christ. Come on. You need first blood as a sniper too, by the way. Pro tip. The reason why you want to take the first shot as a sniper is because you can eliminate the biggest threat of the group with a single shot or 2 shots. In a scaled up group, actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but in a scaled up group, Nemesis can't one-shot elites, most elites, on its first shot, first blood. Where there's some elites that you can, like the weaker elites, but usually you need to build it up. In a 3-man group, I think you can, but in a full scaled group, you can't. So I'm going for that sniper is what I'm doing here. Got her. I don't know where her range was, but that's the ultimate shot that I wanted to do in this legendary. So you know, I started this stream with that shot in mind. You're welcome, Supa. You're welcome. Hey, Supa, when did you get here, brother? I just noticed you were here. I'm just over here in my own fucking world. What up, Supa? Supa! Supa! So you guys know Supa is one of the clan commanders, the newest of the clans that we have. We got him. We tagged him for that. So Supa's a real cool guy, Got good Xbox commanders, by the way. If you guys aren't in a clan and you want to join, we might have a spot or 2 open. No, but the funny thing, going back to that shot, literally, when we've been talking Ranger, and I was like, oh yeah, Ranger and Roosevelt Island, like really good. It was literally the whole time I was thinking about that one sniper that sits in that tower at the very end. That's the one shot. There's basically 2 key shots in this game. One when it comes to like a good measure or a good showcase for this setup. One was that one, and then the other one was the wing. You know, when we were like halfway through, and there's those double snipers on the wing. And in this run, we did really well there too. We capped them both. Like, right, we ran ahead of the group, but we actually stayed up there. So once I was able to take out those 2 snipers, I was able to hold my ground. You know, in that tunnel area, right, the whole time, and clear that whole wave. Which felt really good to sit up there. But it was all about taking out those snipers, and you have to do it fast. So I ran up there, I popped into cover, sniper 1 down, sniper 2 down, and that's how fast it was. It was literally that fast. And those are key shots, and so you want, again, not to toot my own horn, but you want those clutch players on your team. So when you find those guys inside your own clans or whatever, your clutch players, when he says he's gonna make that shot, he does. You know what I mean? And that shot doesn't have to be a sniper shot. I mean, it could be the riot foam, it could be a chem, it could be a sticky bomb, whatever it is, right? But you want your man who can pull it off in the clutch. He's gonna make your game go way smoother. You know what I mean? But I know, like, for example, a lot of the Tux clans on PlayStation are doing contests right now. And so I think it's PlayStation. But a lot of the Tux clans are doing like speedrun competitions. I think legendary speedrun competitions amongst themselves. Like which clan can do it faster, which group can do it faster kind of thing. They're looking at all sorts of competitions, I believe. They're also looking at, I think, like raid competitions, fastest raid clears and stuff like that amongst the group. So I don't think they're trying to break world records or anything like that, but they're just trying to see which group can perform better within the community. So that's really cool. But you want your clutch guys on that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you find your guy that can land his shots, whether it's a chem heal, it's a healing chem, whatever it is, then you know, those are the guys you want on your team. But anyways, it was really funny because those are the shots that I wanted to make on this one, was with those 2 snipers and then this sniper in the tower. Now we can quit, guys. Let's wrap it up. Call it a day. Let's go home. Okay, just kidding. I could tell that made him sad. Yeah, John, welcome to join us, brother. I think we already sent you the invite. Yeah, Marquez. Aquí te muestro. So, this is standard, but we want the stories in the event. This is how I normally run it. So 3 pieces aces, all headshot damage. We're gonna go over the fence, by the way. Weapon damage, headshot damage. Weapon damage, headshot damage, and then Sawyer's. It's my 4th piece for 30% weapon damage, but it's also about those other perks. But this does make more damage. And then this is my chest piece. This is my standard way of running it. Providence. Yes, I got chain killers. Yes, Providence is better than chain killer. It's because it gives us more damage when we reach 1,250%. And then my backpack is Iraldi. You could also run 2 pieces of Iraldi on your chest. So that's the build, but it's all about the sniper. The custom M44 is what I'm using, but for range, you can also do the hunting M44 and the White Death. The White Death, I believe we'll just call it officially, puts out the highest damage at range at 100 meters is what we're talking about. The custom M44 has the best drop off. I just prefer it. See the damage drop off there? We're running Ranger, so we're getting 40% amplified damage out of our snipers. So run whatever one you want, but also the custom custom 44 has a faster reload than the White Death, which is the other reason why I'm running it. And the damage is just not that important. We're already getting 25 million, so you know. All right, boys, I'm ready when you are. I'll drop. I guess I'll let me swap my decoy to my right, and then I can. I'll put out the last decoy. So if somebody wants to throw a decoy on the way, then we'll call it. We'll be good there. Or we can fight from right over the fence if you guys prefer to do that. You want to fight right over the fence? We can do that too. Yeah, let's do that. It's a little more challenging, a little more fun. So we're gonna jump over and then we're gonna squat up right there, okay? So we're gonna jump over and then get into position right as we jump over. And then, so just throw out your drones and whatever. And then I'll try to take off the guy on the turret. So the turret guy will be my priority target, the one that's on the main turret on the boat. And then I'm gonna start picking the guys off the boat. And then every now and again, I'm gonna take a shot at the drone when I have my stacks on my sniper. So if one of you skill guys has a EMP, that'd be cool. EMP those things, but if you don't, it's all good. We'll just roll with it. I actually like playing from right over the fence. A lot of us used to do that. Yeah, you can go. Yeah, good call, Enigma. You can do Fox's prayers too. You can do Fox's prayers. I still think Sawyer's does more than Fox's prayers, though. It's been a while since I've tested that, though. But it's an option. I mean, we're talking about probably the difference of 2 million. But I don't know. I don't know. Enigma. Actually, let me take that back, Enigma. I don't think that's better than 30% amplified damage. Is it? 30% amplified damage is going to be better than Fox's, isn't it? I don't know. We'll have to check that one of these days. All right, guys, let's roll. It looks like you're ready. I'm guessing you're ready. It's all preference, though, guys. You know what I mean? Don't get stuck on that those minor details. The reality of it is, and because you know, you're hitting at 24 million, 25 million, 26 million. So solo with the Nemesis, I hit it at 60 million without the dealio, and then with the dealio, the pulse being that dealio, I hit at 60 million, 112 with the pulse. 60 million, 112 with the pulse. I need a better angle. Let's take out those drone operators first. Damn. Some tanky ass drone operators apparently, huh? Need a good angle. Where is my shot? Here. I don't usually play sniper here actually, so learning myself. Why is she not dying? I'm sorry, that was a Nemesis full charge on a purple. Why isn't she dying? What are we doing wrong here, guys? Did we have all our procs debuffed because we were taking damage? Is that what happened? I mean, we can one-tap all purples all day, right? We've seen that happening all day. Shit, we could two-tap Chungas. How deep is that? Maybe the range was too far for the Nemesis? That could be a thing. How deep are they back there? 52 meters? No, that's all right. Got her. Yeah, can't get to you. Sorry. Try to pick you up. It's... Got aerial drone. God damn it. Taking too much damage from above. We need a EMP sticky. I'll put it on. Yeah, best defense against those things, guys, if you didn't know, is the EMP stickies. Let me show you. So it's not even a skill build. See? See how he's kind of frozen there? So he won't shoot back at you either. So he'll just kind of sit there for a while until your EMP goes out. So the more, what you're looking for is status effects. Will increase its duration. That's how you get those guys to sit there, and then you can just blow them up really quickly. Okay, we gotta get out of there because we're just taking nothing but heat. So. So we got another pulse. So we're not a skill build. We shouldn't really be doing that, but it's okay. I'm pretty amazed that they're able to get an angle on me here, though, I gotta say. You know what I mean? Like I am behind cover, aren't I? like it's pretty amazing. Let me shoot him. Let me just take him out with the EMP. Yeah. I don't know why they keep following me though. Go back to the group. I came over here to avoid your asses. Why are you following me? But it's really hard to get a shot out when you got 2 drones following you everywhere, bro. I gotta say, I'm pretty pinned down. If you guys don't mind shooting those drones, that'd be cool. Did I miss that? I did. There we go. Deseros, baby. Yes, I call it out every time that Deseros puts out a kill. Because it's cool. Alright, I'm cool, guys. I'm gonna bounce. I think I've had it for the day. I'm not landing shots. Cool, I appreciate it, guys. So hopefully you got a good take on, you know, what the best marksman rifle is for long range. But it's again, to call it, it's going to be the White Death with optimal range and Ranger on it, and then you do need the digital scope so that you can zoom. But outside of that, you got the SR1, the hunting M44, and the custom M44. And the custom M44 officially has the best damage drop off or optimal range, depending on how you want to say it. That is officially the best one. And then hunting M44 is probably second with the White Death. But when it comes to official power, the White Death is the highest, hunting M44 being second, custom M44 being third. And for number 4, it's the SR1. Looks really good. You see that? So the SR1 is number 4. So, and this one's not even fully optimal range. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that's the no. You now know custom M44 has the best optimal range. But if you're looking for max power at optimal range, then it's the White Death. But what I recommend you do is try the custom M44, the hunting M44, and the White Death, between those 3, and choose which one you like better, because it's gonna come down to handling. And I gotta say, the extra reload time on the White Death is a little bit more annoying, and the custom M44 doesn't have that and does just as well at killing. So that's the deal. And yes, the Deseros, you heard me call it out. You will be seeing builds on the Deseros. I used it during the animated event a lot. That's where I discovered it. And later this week, you're gonna see me using the smallest gun in the game, and nothing but the smallest gun in the game. Look at this little booby shot. You have to disassemble it to load it. That's right. So I'm going to be using the smallest pistol or weapon in the game, the smallest weapon in the game, and nothing but later this week. And we are going to be one-shotting fools with it. So appreciate you guys hanging in there. Make sure you smash that like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you on the other side.
Tuxedo out.